It's game number 3 of the 1996 football season. Good evening, everybody, and welcome live to Henderson Lions Stadium, where tonight the Henderson Lions play host to the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith. I'm Jim Wallace, along with Charlie Franklin and Bobby Briscoe, and it is good to have you along on what is a beautiful, beautiful night for football action. The Falcons of A.Maceo Smith come in with a record of 1-1 in the year. They won their opener 59-7 over Thomas Jefferson, and then lost 39-20 to South Garland. The Henderson Lions are 2-0 on the year, winning over Palestine 54-0 to open at home, then going on the road, trailing 10-0 to come back to win it 31-10 over the Nacogdoches Golden Dragons. So it's game number 3 of the 1996 season, and it is good to have you along. And Charlie, it is football weather.
Yeah, a little breeze in the air, a little fall touch in the air makes it great for football, and it just gives you an atmosphere for it. And everybody seems to be pretty fired up tonight for the night's ball game. Jim, our 4 co-captains tonight are Chris Burks, Matt Dennard, John Chereau, and Damon Reddick. They're meeting with the official tonight and the co-captains for the A.Maceo Smith Falcons. So we're just minutes away from football action here, and as you said, a great night for football.
Bobby, one thing that is exciting, the Zebras are here.
They're here. We finally have officials.
Yes, we have officials that arrived in plenty of time and did their thing. The coin toss has been completed, Charlie.
Well, I can't believe this. We're going to kick off because that's one team that won the toss. A.Maceo Smith has won the toss, and they are elected to take the football.
All right, then let's.
We hadn't kicked off in 2 years, you know.
Until tonight. Let's see what happens. Let's set up the A.Maceo Smith Falcons offense as we have it. Kevin Wickware will be at center. On either side at the guards, Daniel Jones and Roderick Roddy at 285 and 235 respectively. At the tackles, Robert Tolbert at 280 and Paul Dodd at 320. At the tight end, Sherman Scott, he's little, he's 200, and a tiny guy at the split end, that's Shanson Wyatt at 160. At the quarterback, Markeith Ward. At the fullback, thank you, we'll get it out, is number 20, Dwight Thomas. At the tailback will be Michael Hickman. He'll be wearing number 28 tonight. Starting at a wing or a wide receiver, Kelvin Verdell. Defensively for the Henderson Lions up front, Matt Denner, John Chereau, Corey Spoon, and David Johnson up front. At the linebackers, Marcus Hollins, Tim Blanton, Caleb Decent. At the corners, Gabe Edwards, Kelton McElroy. At the safeties, Keelan Bradley and Damon Reddick. Daniel Wells will kick off for the Henderson Lions, and we're not far from getting this ball game underway.
We got a little breeze, about a 5 to 8 mile an hour wind behind us as we're going to defend the south goal. So we'll have the wind at our back. So Daniel will kick off a little breeze to help him out. And they're on about the 11-yard line. He could kick it over their head.
Apparently, because Wells has done a good job, and that first game of the year in particular was putting it in the end zone. He approaches it. Wells gets it up. This will be a relatively short kick taken at the 15 by Wyatt, who goes to the 20, right up the middle, 25. Woo! Hit and dropped at the 27-yard line. And that is where A.Maceo Smith will put it in play.
Avis Sanders.
Good tackle there to start the ball game off. He really made him head on there and dropped him in his track. Pretty short kickoff. As you said, Jim, he fielded the ball squarely on the 15, and he got it back to the 27. And there he was met hard by Avis Sanders. So 1st and 10 for the blue helmet to the Falcons.
Falcons and wideouts each side. Calvin Verdell to the near side, one to the far side. The eye set up behind Markeith Ward. At the tail is Michael Hickman. Give it to the fullback, dive up the middle, Dwight Thomas, and he'll get a yard maybe.
Maybe a yard, Jim. I see Corey Spoon getting up out of the pile there. You know, as Coach Alexander mentioned, their fullback's an awfully good back, and we did a good job that time of just literally shutting him down there in the middle. Good job, defensive tackle.
A little over a yard. Let's call it second and a short 9. Wide to the near side, Roderick Dixon. Split to the left side will be Calvin Verdell. A.Maceo Smith going from our left to right. Dwight Thomas is the fullback. The tailback is Michael Hickman. And off fullback, left side, he has a little bit of running room out across the 30. The ball is loose, but it was blown dead at about the 33-yard line.
A little more running room there, Bobby. He ran that fullback dive a little bit wider and found a little daylight there. We closed quickly, but a better play than the first down play. Picked up a few yards.
Certainly was, Charlie. He ran it right off the outside hip of that big old left tackle over there. And Keelan Bradley had to come up and make the play.
When you say big, he's 320 pounds.
3rd down at about 4. Shanson Wyatt wide to the near side. A man split to the left. The eye tight behind quarterback Markeith Ward. Ward under center. Henderson shows blitz, gives it. Hickman carries the ball for first down out across the 35 to about the 38. And I think it'll be enough for a first down, the first carry of the night for Michael Hickman.
We had that play defense, Charlie, and we just ran right past the tackle. We were across the line, and they're calling for a timeout, Jim, to measure here. But we ran right past there and just missed the tackle.
Our offside linebacker ran through, but he ran away from that blitzing linebacker, and when he got hit, he's got strong legs. I think he made enough for the first down because he carried our tackler another half yard. I think that's going to be the difference.
They'll stretch the chains out, and you're right. It's about a half a yard. It is a first down. We'll call it 1st and 10 for A.Maceo Smith. We'll set the ball at the 38-yard line. So A.Maceo Smith on the opening drive of the night picks up a first down. We're 10:21 in the first quarter. No score in the football game. Maceo Smith with the ball. Verdell wide left to the near side. Shanson Wyatt. It's Thomas and Hickman behind quarterback Markeith Ward, a 170-pound senior. He sets him down. Quick count. Handoff. Dive left side. Fullback. Ball is loose. Henderson recovers at the 36-yard line.
Flag on the play.
We have a penalty flag. Let's wait and see, but it was fumbled. It was recovered by Henderson, but let's see what the penalty's all about.
It came from the umpire, so it's probably going to be holding. That's usually what it comes from back there.
It'll be Henderson's football. We can tell by the reaction of the players.
David Johnson got on the ball, but I didn't see who made the hit to knock the ball loose.
So the holding call obviously declined. Henderson takes over. Who did you say come up with it?
David Johnson came up with it, but I didn't see who hit the ball. Where it was probably either Corey Spoon or linebacker possibly. Could have been the safety.
At the 36-yard line of A.Maceo Smith, Henderson takes over the football. 10:09 of the first quarter. A.Maceo Smith had problems hanging onto the ball last week. Raines and Neal, the running backs, behind Charles Simpson. Back goes Simpson, looking to this side to throw. He's got some room to run now, throws across the middle. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of the big tight, or not big tight end, or, well, yeah, Avis Sanders. It's about what? Or was it Jackson?
It was Brantley.
Okay, it was Brantley. All
right,
I'm sorry.
You were right, big tight end.
He's pretty good size. He's about 6'2", and that was a pretty well thrown ball there. Catchable ball. Brantley couldn't hold on to it, but that ball wasn't that bad thrown. But old Brantley is the program lists him 6'4", 205. So that's a good size high school tight end, Jim.
Second down and 10. Oops.
I'm sorry, Jim. I was going to say Brantley has really impressed me the first two games.
Pat Brown wide to the left side. Raines is the fullback. Kenyatta Neal the tailback. Simpson goes under center. Chris Burks with the ball. Pitch back left side. Neal. Little running room. Very little as he comes to the 35. He'll pick up 1 yard on the play. It'll bring a third down to 9 for Henderson at the A.Maceo Smith 35-yard line.
Well, they
actually short of it.
They did a good job because their linebackers ran together trying to adjust on our set, but the down people made a great play.
Reggie Arnett into the ball game. He'll bring the play in. Pat Brown stays in. Out comes Jeffrey Holman. Henderson with the fumble recovery has third down and almost 10 at the A.Maceo Smith 35.5-yard line. Brown and Arnett wide to the left side, the short side of the field. Henderson going from our right to left. Back to throw. Here's Simpson with time across the middle, throwing deep for Arnett in the end zone. Incomplete.
Fell down.
Arnett had a step, turned around a hair early, and as you heard Charlie say, fell down as it was just a little over his head.
Yeah, Arnett kind of slowed up, and then when he tried to reach out and get the football, he lost his footing there, and that was another good thrown ball. If Reggie could have held his feet, I think he could have got to the football, but he missed.
Turned around a little early.
Turned around a little early, yeah.
Let's see if Henderson's going for it. It would appear, but of course Simpson does the kicking, so you don't know. Yep, Henderson will go for it on 4th and 9, and outside the 35-yard line. Arnett wide to the right, to the near side is Pat Brown with the ball. Fake the handoff across the middle. He's got Jackson wide open. He catches it, but the ball comes loose. It's fallen on by A.Maceo Smith. It will be A.Maceo Smith's ball no matter what happens because Brantley would have been tackled short of the first down. The ball comes loose. A.Maceo Smith takes over at the 36-yard line. So the result is an exchange of football, but no yardage difference.
Yeah, it'd be counted as a completion and a fumble. As I said, it wouldn't have made any difference, but he did catch the football.
9:05 of the first quarter, no score. Henderson unable to take advantage of the first big break of the night. A fumble recovery by David Johnson at the A.Maceo Smith 36. Here's Shanson White wide to the right side of the formation. That's the short side of the field. Maceo Smith going left to right here in the first quarter. Markeith Ward under center. Pitch back left side to Hickman. Hickman will be dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play.
Man, a lively 10 blue shirts on that tackle.
I'm telling you, they were so quick to get over there. Jim, looks like we've got one of their players down out there. We may get a timeout here.
Looks like Calvin Verdell a little bit slow getting up on the other side of the pile. We'll hold on here a moment as they come out to talk to him. And let's see if we can get a break in here. We'll be back after this timeout.
In the hands of 3 different insurance agents, your home, auto, and life policies could end up full of holes. But call a Farmers Insurance agent for a farmers-friendly review, and one agent will bring all your policies together, get rid of gaps, and help trim costs. So if you're with more than one company, cut it out. America can depend on Farmers for home, auto, and life.
You can depend on Farmers Insurance Group and agent Tony Martin at 703 South Main. Call 657-7564. The law offices of Welborn, Houston, Atkinson, Mann, Sadler, and Hill at 300 West Main wish the best of luck on the field and in the classroom to all Henderson students and faculty during the 96 school year.
Jim Wallace, Charlie Franklin, Bobby Briscoe here in Henderson. 8:52 of the first quarter, no score of the ball game. Henderson unable to take advantage of the first big break of the night. That was a fumble recovery at the A.Maceo Smith 36-yard line. Could not advance it from there. An injured A.Maceo Smith player, slow to get up, but is now up, standing on his own feet. And it is Verdell, Calvin Verdell, and he now walks off under his own power, favoring his left leg perhaps a bit.
Charlie, I was watching the defensive tackles that time, and both of them were in hot pursuit of him, and John Thoreau just almost ran him down.
Roderick Dixon in the ball game comes wide to the right side of the field. Now one-man split to the left. With the I formation, Thomas and Hickman behind quarterback Markeith Ward. Hand off Hickman, dumps to the outside, is brought down. There was just no running room where the hole was supposed to be. He may have picked up a couple.
Charlie, they were running a little reverse out, and they're trying to run an isolation. Caleb Deason came up in there, and he filled the hole and made the guy bounce it outside to David Johnson.
Well, it's got a 3rd and long here. Let's see if they elect to throw the football here. They were throwing the ball pretty good before the game. Coach Alexander stated in his pregame talk that they hadn't thrown the ball very well in the first 2 games, but they seem to throw and catch the ball pretty well in pregame. So let's see if they elect to go to air here on 3rd and 9.
Here's a big play for the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith. Wide to the far side, near side split, Charles Everett. The eye behind the quarterback asking for a timeout. With a timeout on the field, the score is locked at 0.
East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated serves 11 East Texas counties with 21 exchanges and over 25,000 customers. In fact, East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated is the largest telephone cooperative in Texas, providing rural telephone service to many East Texas communities. As our Rusk County students strive for continued success in all activities, East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated wishes them the very best of luck.
Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, formerly East Texas Orthopedic Associates, is pleased to announce a new name and a new associate. Dr. Roger C. Sessions, well known for over 8 years of practice in Henderson and East Texas in general orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, arthroscopic surgery, and total joint replacement, now welcomes a new associate, Dr. Sean M. Fagari, to Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic at 612 North High Street in Henderson, offering the community complete orthopedic medical treatment. Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Fagari at Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic back the Henderson Lions.
Here we go. We're back to play. A.Maceo Smith looking at 3rd down and 9 at the 37-yard line. Markeith under center. Takes the ball on his hip. He is being chased, and he'll be knocked down for a loss about the 31-yard line.
Defensive ends got in, Charlie.
Spoon and Johnson both for the first 2 there.
You can be big, but I'm telling you what, you better be quick if you're going to be big, because those guys down there on defense are quick.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 14 at the A.Maceo Smith 32-yard line. Dropping back, Reggie Arnett goes back along with Mr. Do a little bit of everything in Charles Simpson. So it's Reggie Arnett and Simpson, two men drop back deep. Ready to go as A.Maceo Smith will be punting. Now they're short a man. The clock is going to be down, and A.Maceo Smith calls another timeout. With the timeout on the field, we're still locked at 0.
The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore is proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ in and around Henderson. The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore has a wide selection of books and gift items. Their expanded video and music department includes the latest Christian videos, cassettes, and compact discs. Lift someone's spirit from a large assortment of cards that express your sincere feelings. And of course, a large selection of Bibles. Remember the House of Prayer Christian Bookstore, providing caring assistance for your spiritual needs. Donald and Evelyn Maddox, owners. At Larry Roy Incorporated, your 360 communication cellular dealer. With a new line of cellular service, you get free activation, a $30 value, 1 month of unlimited airtime free, and free roadside assistance for 3 months. Sign up for the economy plan and pay only $17.95, save $5 per month. Come by Larry Roy Incorporated at 304 Highway 79 South in Henderson, your authorized 360 communications dealer for complete cellular telephone service.
It is punt time after the timeout by A.Maceo Smith. Arnett and Simpson stand deep. Get the snap off. The punt is relatively short. Arnett takes it at the 38-yard line, straight forward to the 40. 45 and brought down there. So that's where Henderson will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Little left-footed punter there. Y'all notice that?
I noticed, Charlie. Kicked it about 28 yards. Not much. We fielded it, got upfield just like we should have.
Kick it into the wind, though, so that wind is a little bit factor up now. But we got the football at good field position anyway, past the 45.
Here comes Henderson, a pair of tight ends with one man wide to the right side. Davis is the fullback. Garland, the tailback, handoff Garland. The ball's loose on the ground. They'll fight for it. And A.Maceo Smith says they have the ball, and they do. As they never got the ball into the hands of Garland, A.Maceo Smith gets a good break, and they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the Henderson 45.
Never got the handoff. I don't know where Kevin fell or Charles missed a spot or what, but he did not get the ball into the stomach of the ball carrier. That's what you got to do first, and basic fundamental mistake. We can't afford those kind.
6:45 of the first quarter. First big break of the night for the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith. Who have the football. Wyatt goes wide to the far side. Everett to the near side. Quarterback is Markeith Ward. Yes, Thomas is the fullback and Hickman as the tailback. And off Hickman, right side, dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Tim was just, no, that's not Tim. Thought it was Tim Blanton. You know who it was? It's John Chereau, the defensive tackle. He was there through there so quick, I thought he was a linebacker.
Well, our band's playing. That's good because maybe we get some of these fans excited, these football players excited, because right now we're not playing with much enthusiasm. And this is the type of team that's going to have to play with enthusiasm.
2nd and 10 for A.Maceo Smith, just inside the Henderson 45. Everett wide, near, far, Dixon. Hickman the tail, Thomas the fullback. Hand off Hickman, left side, a little bit of running room, breaks a tackle. He's out to the 41-yard line, a pickup of about 4 on the play.
Not a bad run. He had to dodge several of our players, and because he did, it allowed our secondary time to come up and make the play for just the 4-yard gain that he got.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for the A.Maceo Smith Falcons. The center is Kevin Wickware. Far side wide Dixon, near side Everett with the eye. It's 3rd down 6. No score in the football game. A.Maceo Smith. Hand the ball off, finging into the middle, picking up a couple of yards is Hickman, but it won't be enough for the first. It'll bring a 4th down at about 4. Let's see if A.Maceo Smith goes for it.
Charlie, you see what they're doing? They've got him back so deep, they're trying to get him the ball back there as deep as they can and letting him just cut off his blockers. That was a design play to go outside, and he cut it back inside. But Tim Blanton read his mail. He knew exactly where he was going.
Good play by Tim. He met him square there and made a good one-on-one tackle. And Simpson's going to the ball game, so we think they're going to probably kick it away. Ball's just inside the 40, about the 39. The clock is running with 14 seconds, and they are still over in the huddle. They've already used 2 timeouts.
They're just going to wait for a delay of game and back it up 5, apparently, to punt, I guess.
Yeah. It's not a bad move because they probably got a better chance of not kicking the ball in the end zone 5 yards deeper back.
That will run that out, runs out the play clock. I'm sorry, we'll get it right. So it'll back up 5. It'll be 4th down and 7 as you put the ball back at the 44-yard line, and it will be punt time. And punting the football for the A.Maceo Smith Falcons, Bob Fellows, wears number 12.
Bobby, you see a few divots out there in the field already.
Yeah.
Standing at his own 45, Arnett and Simpson drop back. They're standing at about the Henderson 15-yard line. Clean snap, Fellows with the punt to the left side. Gets it high, straight in the air, but short. Blue shirts get away, and it will bounce, take a Henderson bounce back upfield and be down at about the 33-yard line. A net of 11 yards on the punt.
That was a pooch kick. It didn't pooch.
It pooched big time.
It pooched too much, I believe, Charlie.
Oh, that what it was?
Yeah.
Was it too much of a pooch?
Yeah.
Too much pucker.
Too much pooch on that punt.
Henderson takes over the football, 1st and 10 at the Henderson 32-yard line. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. No score. Henderson is yet to pick up a first down in the ball game. Here come the Henderson Lions at the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Raines into the middle, gets little or nothing on the play.
I tell you what, those big old defensive players up there are pretty hard to block.
Yeah, that was the nose guard getting through that time, and you know, as their coach mentioned, he's had a little several college coaches looking at him. He's a pretty good-sized kid, probably about 6'1", 235 pounds.
Well, we're down to 4 minutes in the first quarter, and neither team made a first down yet, so both teams have changed.
Henderson will have the football. We've got a scoreboard update to bring to you in just a moment as Arnett comes wide to the near side of the field. Pair of tight ends, Jackson and Holman. Simpson turns around and says something to Raines. Back goes Simpson. He wants to throw. Looking at Arnett. He's in trouble. Breaks away from one man. Now throws it. And it's almost picked off by A.Maceo Smith. Time to give you a score. And our scoreboard update brought to you by Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Figueri of Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic. Nacogdoches and Carthage tied 7-all in the first quarter of their football game. That's the first score we have on the night. We'll update you all night long.
That's going to be a good football game over, I believe. I believe Nacogdoches will come back and play real tough, and Carthage is off to a great start. I think that's going to be a real good football game over at Nacogdoches and Carthage tonight in Carthage.
This ball game, neither team has been able to move the football. Henderson looking at 3rd down and 10 at the 32. Wideouts each side of the field. Simpson goes under center. Back goes Simpson. Hands off in the middle. The ball's loose on the ground. It's picked up by A.Maceo Smith, and it's going to be run back to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Beasley as Henderson fumbled away, and Beasley took this one to the end zone.
That's our 3rd fumble. Can you believe that? 3rd fumble in the first quarter. And that one cost us big time.
Kenneth Beasley, the fullback, picked up the ball and ran it back from about what? It bobbled around for a while.
Around the 20, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, 25, I believe, 25, 20, somewhere in there. Like you said, it bobbled around a bit. They run the swinging gate over here. They're lined up in the swinging gate on their extra point, and the center's trying to get them all to back up and get them in line.
So A.Maceo Smith takes an early lead here in the football game as they pick up a fumble and rumble back about 20 yards. Kenneth Beasley, the linebacker, got the 6. Extra point try coming. Fellows will try it. 3:23 on the tee, on the way up, and it's no good. Wide to the left. With a timeout on the field, the score, A.Maceo Smith 6, Henderson nothing.
When conditions are less than ideal, the Chevy Blazer with the exclusive driver control system helps conquer most driving situations, including the most brutal place on the planet, your wallet. It's the Chevy Blazer model year-end event. Right now, you can get $12.50 cash back on a new 96 Blazer or enjoy some great GMAC Smart Buy offers.
See Smith Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac, Highway 79 in East Main on the saving side of the street in Henderson.
Our children are the future of Texas. Paul Sadler knows how true these words are and the importance of education to every child. Maybe that's why Paul Sadler led the bipartisan effort to save education for us. And that's why he's been honored by teachers and parents all across Texas. Paul Sadler, State Representative.
It's deja vu all over again. Last year, A.Maceo Smith got on the board when Kendrick Minor picked up a fumble and took it back to score. They got the extra point that time. This time it was Kenneth Beasley who picked up the fumble around the 20 and took it in. The extra point kick by Fellows was wide to the left. So 3:23 of the first quarter, A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 6-0. Henderson has yet to pick up a first down.
And I stand corrected, Jim. A.Maceo Smith did make one first down. A while ago I said no first down for either team. They may have won their first series. But we've got to get something going offensively. We had punted the ball, but we lost 3.
Kickoff goes out of bounds wide to the left side. It was just nothing. Henderson, the ball goes out of bounds about the 38-yard line.
We're going to take it right there. We've lost 3 fumbles on offense, and that's just not good. I know our offensive coaches are not happy at all over that.
And 2 of those just on missed exchanges.
Right.
Between the quarterback and the running back.
I just saw something down there. Coach Alexander was talking to Charles Simpson before he went out on the field, and he did his normal thing. He reached up and he patted him on the back. You know, say, okay, it's time to go to work now. He wasn't chewing him out. He wasn't screaming and hollering, you know, throwing a fit. He patted him on the back, said, let's go to work.
Henderson will take over the football. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of Henderson. 3:23 in the first quarter. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 6-0. Reggie Arnett wide to the left side. Jackson is a tight end over here. Harmon on the other side. Davis is the fullback. Handoff right side. Kenyatta Neal looked like he had a hole, but it closed in a hurry. He picked up maybe a yard.
Oh, that's good defense, I tell you.
They're quick.
They go 5-3, Jim, you know, nose guard, but they got a middle linebacker behind him. Nobody can get to that middle linebacker behind nose guard, and it's a real tough defense to run against. We're going to have some success throwing the football to move the ball. 2nd
down, 9. Henderson at their own 39-yard line. Pat Brown wide to the left, pair of tights. Davis fullback, Kenyatta Neal is the tailback. Simpson goes under center, goes back, wants to throw, spins away from one man, throws it incomplete.
Probably should have ran that one. He had some running room.
Had some running room in front of him, but saw Holman downfield. The tight end tried to complete the path, which caught would have been a first down, but it'll bring up 3rd and 9.
And I bet you tomorrow morning when Charles watches this video, he'll say, you know, I should have ran that one.
2:42 the first quarter, clock stops, 6-0. As A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson on a fumble picked up and run back by Kenneth Beasley, fullback. Arnett wide to the right, near side wide, Pat Brown. Simpson under center. It's 3rd down and 9. Going deep and going long, looking for Arnett. Caught it, and it's complete at the 34-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. Nice pass and catch by Reggie Arnett, who was double teamed.
Just a little old fade route. Reggie adjusted his body to the ball, went up and got it and brought it down.
Did y'all see what I saw on that?
What'd you see?
I don't know, Charlie.
We got by a little push off there.
That's fine.
Well, I said he moved his body and used his body.
1st and 10, Henderson picks up their first down of the night, completes the first pass of the night, and for the first time tonight has moved the ball by impetus into the A.Maceo Smith end of the field. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. Wide to the left, Brown, ends tight. Down the line with the option. Pitch to the outside to Neal. He's at the 35 and drill. Penalty flag far side. No gain as that time the Falcons did a nice job of spreading out the option.
Really did. Stretched it wide like they were supposed to. Charlie, this is something you and I were talking about before the game started. You know, we'd like to see them run the option. Get the work in, but it also makes the other teams prepare for it.
Yeah, we've got to work on it because it's going to have to be part of our offense.
Offside called against A.Maceo Smith, Charlie.
Okay, good. We need that because we finally got our first down on that pass there, but that's going to put us in definite 4-down territory. So it's going to give us 4 downs to move the football and score. And that's what we got to do. Is we trail 6-0, and that's not a real comfortable situation to be behind 6-0 here with 2:29 to go in the first quarter. because right now we need to get something going.
And Nacogdoches last week. Nacogdoches got their touchdown on a fumble. They recovered, did not run it back for the touchdown, but got down deep enough to pick up the touchdown.
That's not a habit you won't get into.
No, it's really not. Arnett wide to the right side. Kanata Neal is the tailback. Henderson going right to left, has it at the 29-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. Simpson under center. Sets him down. Barks out of plays. Changing at the line of scrimmage. Has 7 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. Quickly. Rolls back. Wants to throw. Being chased. Now throws it. Incomplete. His receiver, Arnett, slipped and fell. As you could see the divot that came out from under his feet inside the 20.
That's over close to the sideline over there, and evidently over the field has a natural little, well, not a natural, it was actually a built-in little crown to it, and over on the sideline it might be a little bit wetter than it is out in the middle.
But Arnett tried to make his cut, and his feet just came out from underneath
Got
him.
a pretty hard rain last night, all during the night. Even though we got some sunshine, it's not completely dry.
Brown wide to the right. That's the short side of the field. Davis is the fullback. Neal is the tailback. Simpson sets him down. Puts in motion to the near side. Kenyatta Neal. With the ball, handoff, fullback, bouncing into the middle for a yard, maybe. And that will be a maybe for Davis. Chris Davis with the
Barbara,
carry.
they're changing their defense. They're going from 5-2 to a 5-3. Sometimes they're running both, and that time he's in a 5-3.
Yeah.
Most time on pass situation, they drop one of them out and kind of go to a 4 deep and play a 5-2. Now it's third and about, what, long 6, Jim?
Long about 5.
Okay, 5. I look for some kind of a play action pass here, maybe the short flat or maybe to a tight end. Maybe that screen was successful last week. We got to pick up that first down here in 2 downs.
That motion should have got him out of the 5-3 though, but it didn't.
No, they stayed right in it.
All right, wide to the right, Arnett. Brown to the near side. One lone running back is Kenyatta Neal behind Simpson. Simpson drops back. He's got a rush, breaks away from one man, looks downfield, throwing deep. He's got Holman in the end zone. Incomplete. Knocked away. A beautiful defensive play by the A.Maceo Smith Falcons because Holman had a step on a pretty well-thrown ball.
That was an excellent defensive play, Jim. As you said, that looked like from up here, from our, good viewpoint up high here, we could see Holman go behind him 3 or 4 steps, and Charles down there on the playing level saw him and threw that ball far enough, but that guy really came out of nowhere and knocked that ball down. That was an excellent defensive play to save 6 points.
Great defensive play.
It'll be 4th down and 5 to 29 of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson will go for it. Arnett wide to the right. Near side, Brown. Lone running back, Kenyatta Neal. Simpson hands off Neal. Left side, he's got some running room, and he's got the first down inside the 30. Dragged down at about the 24-yard line. And it is close to a first down. I think he's got it by the left foot spot. I'll bet they bring the chains across.
Coach Alexander is saying, get up that field, Kenyatta, but I don't think you realize, anytime that you're going for a first down, you don't want to run sideways. And Kenyatta got to about the first down marker and then kind of started toward the sideline, and they made a real hard tackle and threw him down sideways. So I tell you what, this is going to be a pretty crucial measurement here.
This is very, very close. They're going to have to bring the chains from the far side. Now they say they're not going to bring the chains. It is a first down. Well, now they bring the chains, but the referee has indicated first down, and the chains are coming across. And they just picked up the football. Oops, you got your basic oops.
Get back over there. Nobody called, y'all.
So they'll send it back. It'll be 1st and 10 Henderson, as the referee said that Henderson made it barely at the 24. So Henderson has put together a drive that started at their own 38. The big pass play to Arnett, and now a nice run of 5 yards by Kenyatta Neal.
Now excuse me, Jim, the coach from A.Maceo Smith is saying, we want to measure for those first downs. How do you know it's a first down? Because it's real close, and we want to measure for those.
And I don't blame James Blackwell.
I don't either.
Oh, I don't either.
It was close. I called it that he had it, but I got too quick with what I was saying. And when they spotted it down, I thought it was going to be very close. I was not surprised at all to see the chains coming across.
Well, when you're in varsity play like we are, when it's that close, they need to measure it. If this was a JV game or an 8th grade game where really it's, the win is what you want, certainly, but when it's not as important as this is, you need to measure them.
A couple more scores to bring you here on our scoreboard update presented by Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Figueri of Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic. We have Carthage leading Nacogdoches now 14-7. Pine Tree over Palestine 6-0. on a 100-yard run on the opening play of the ball game on the kickoff. Oh, my.
Well, all right.
Kilgore and Chapel Hill are at 0-0 as we have it right now on our scoreboard update. Again, brought to you by Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic.
A 100-yard run.
When James Roper used to be on the sideline with a chain,
Oh, we'd have had it.
right before a measure, but he just ties the knot in over there before he goes out, makes it a little bit shorter. But we don't have James' luxury that anymore. So
James has been telling me to give him a plug, so we have now plugged
now,
James.
James, you've been plugged.
All right. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson trails in the ball game 6-0 to the Falcons. We have 1 minute, 1 second left in the first quarter of the ball game. Henderson go with the 1st and 10 at the Falcon 24. Arnett wide, right side, near side, Brown. Davis now is the lone running back. We have Holman and Jackson as the tight ends. So Davis is the lone running back behind Simpson. I don't know if we've seen the formation exactly this way before. Fake the handoff over the middle. Jackson incomplete. Let him out in front just a little bit too much. But that play was there.
Yeah, it was. That safety let him know he was there too, because that safety put a shot on Brantley. Just a bad thrown pass there. With that formation defensively, a double tight end like that with wide outs is a good formation because it gives Charles a little bit more protection.
Yep.
Because you notice every time he's gone back to pass, he's had to get away from somebody. So I think that's what Alexander's trying to do, is trying to give him a little bit more protection. Maybe one more blocker in there.
Davis out, Kenyatta Neal in, so we'll have one running back again as we'll send the wides to each side, and Simpson will go under center. We'll look at it again. 57 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd down, 10, Henderson. A.Maceo Smith, 24. And now we got a mix-up. Simpson expected the ball to come, and I don't think it was ever snapped.
It wasn't. We moved, and the ball there was snapped. And
the 2nd down and 15. The ball will move back to the 29. Henderson not playing sharp right now. Illegal procedure against Henderson. So it'll remain 2nd down. It would be 2nd and 15 back at the 29.
We certainly need to get the points on the board here with this possession, but guys, remember, Coach Alexander is we're still in an experimental stage here. We're looking and seeing and trying to figure out.
We get a packed house out in front of us. I sure wish we'd hear a little noise.
Well, they are quiet, aren't they?
Arnett wide to the right side. Pat Brown to the near side. Lone running back Neal behind Simpson. It's 2nd and 15 at the A.Maceo Smith 29. Back to pass with time. Dumps it across the middle to Jackson. Complete inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. So a nice pick on the play. Gets the 5 plus about another 5 back. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 at that point. Brantley Jackson, the receiver.
Good touch there. Charles laid the ball over the linebacker, and Brantley ran under it. And also, Brantley took a pretty good shot there. So he did a real good job of holding the football. So a good job there, Charles and Brantley. 3rd and 5 now. Let's get this first down. Let's don't wait till 4th down this time, Lions.
3rd and 5 to 19 of A.Maceo Smith. Wide outs each side. Kenyatta Neal deep set behind the quarterback, Simpson. Simpson hands off Neal, left side, little room. Tries to get to the outside, 15 to the 10. Inside that.
That's the way to go up that field.
The 8 or 7-yard line. 12 seconds left in the quarter. I think that will be the final play of the first quarter. It is a 1st down. We'll make sure of it, though. But it'll be 1st and goal, Henderson. And I don't know if Henderson will try to get a playoff or not, as the ball is spotted at the 8. Nice run by Neal.
Well, that was the way to block in there, Charlie, and he got the ball that time, and he ran upfield.
Well, Henderson coming out of the huddle with 6 seconds, so we'll have to see. Garland is the lone running back this time. 3, 2, 1. Do we get the playoff? No, did not get the playoff. At the end of the first quarter of play, it's A.Maceo Smith 6, Henderson nothing.
Need a new mattress? Buy a Serta Perfect Sleeper.
Sleep Gallery Plus, 1 block west of the Star in Henderson, where beautiful mornings begin with a great night's sleep.
At Boral Bricks, we understand people's taste. Whatever your need, whatever color, whatever style, we have just what you want. Because at Boral Bricks, we've known all along that it's more than just a brick. It's the home of your dreams. Just call 1-800-5-BORAL-5 to receive a free brochure and the location of the showroom nearest you. Boral Bricks, A solid decision to build your dreams on.
Jim Wallace along with Charlie Franklin and Bobby Briscoe. We played one quarter of play. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson by a score of 6-0. Henderson, and that was on a fumble recovery that was run back for a touchdown. Henderson with a football now. First and goal at the 8-yard line of A.Maceo Smith after a 10-yard run by Kenyatta Neal.
That was the best running play we had tonight right there. Good blocking and a real good run by Kenyatta. Once he hit that seam and turned up the field, it really looked like a good play, and it was. So we got a little breathing room now. First and goal from where?
At the 8-yard line. Arnett wide to the right, left side Brown. Lone running back Garland behind Simpson. Ready to start the second quarter of our ball game. Here's Simpson with the ball down the line, pitches outside. Garland cuts inside one man. He's to the 6 and dropped after a pickup of about 2.
Charlie, there's your little option that time.
Good job. Charlie did a good job. Dish it off, made a good pitch, and good. Garland did a good job, and tough 2 yards. They got a player down.
A.Maceo Smith has a player down. We'll take a quick timeout. Back. No, he's getting up. We'll have to hang on to it right here. Okay. It'll be second down goal. The ball spotted at the 6-yard line now. Henderson with an opportunity to get on the board, trailing right now 6-0. Here come the Lions to the line of scrimmage. Here in the second quarter. I formation, strong right. Raines and Davis are in front of Kenyatta Neal. Pitch back, right side Neal. Looking for room inside the 5. He's down to about the 3-yard line.
Boy, Jason Raines got a great block that time to pop Kenyatta, get that extra couple of yards there. Good job, Jason.
Third and goal, Henderson. Spot the ball at the 3 of A.Maceo Smith. Let's see if we can pick up some quick scores on our scoreboard update brought to you by Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic. Those have Palestine leading Pine Tree 7-6. Kilgore over Chapel Hill 7-0. Carthage leading Nacogdoches 14-7. Sulphur Springs leads White House 7-0. Here come the Lions. Third and goal at the 3. Strong right I formation. Third and goal. Handoff Davis, I believe, trying to power into the middle. And Davis doesn't get much, if any. It'll be 4th and goal.
See a linebacker meet Jason Raines in the hole.
Yeah.
Good gracious alive. They got some strong people.
No gain on the play. 4th down and goal at the 3. Henderson needs to get this thing in the end zone and going for it. I don't see Daniel Wells or the T coming on. So here's Henderson. 4th down and goal at the 3. Henderson fans beginning to make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, fans woke up one play.
All right. I formation again, strong right. Handoff, no, wanting to throw, penalty flag in the end zone. It's complete, but I think we have got a legal procedure against Henderson.
We do.
We do.
The pass was complete to Jason Raines, but I think it's going to be called back.
Yeah, one of our upbacks moved too quick.
Illegal motion against Henderson.
Charlie, do you kick it now or do you go for it?
I think you kick it now. I think you go ahead and take the 3.
I think you're right.
Illegal motion on a touchdown pass. It was completed. Simpson to Raines, but now it looks like it will be time for 3. Did Henderson take a timeout while I was looking down?
No.
No.
So Henderson shoots themselves in the foot a bit as a touchdown. Called back. Illegal motion. Daniel Wells will try to kick the field goal. Curtis Martin will hold. We're going to spot the ball at the 15, make it a 25-yard field goal try. Daniel Wells trying to get Henderson on the board at 10:19 of the second quarter of the ball game. Clean snap on the tee, on the way. It's plenty long enough. And good. With a timeout on the field, our score, A.Maceo Smith 6 and Henderson 3.
Way to go, Daniel.
Every American Standard air conditioner must endure literally hundreds of inspections before being permitted to leave the factory. And if any little thing is less than perfect, well, we have ways of dealing with troublemakers. Built to a higher standard, American Standard.
Replace your old air conditioner with a reliable American Standard system from Simmons Air Conditioning and Heating in Henderson and ask about a free 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Hello, I'm Bob Lehman. At Lehman Eye Center, we routinely perform cataract surgery without sutures, patches, or shots. Some people refer to this as a modern-day miracle. Others may call it instant vision. If you or someone you love suffers poor vision from cataracts, come see us at Lehman Eye Center to find out more about the most advanced technology in cataract care.
Call Lehman Eye Center today about quick vision cataract surgery.
The Henderson Lions get on the scoreboard, but still trail in the football game. It's A.Maceo Smith 6, Henderson 3 on a 25-yard field goal by Daniel Wells. Wells will kick off. Wyatt, one of those deep in the middle. Also back there with him on the near side will be Hickman. And we'll pick up one man on the far side. Wells will kick off. 10-14 second quarter. Henderson trails 6-3 to A.Maceo Smith. A.Maceo Smith fumbled 3 times on reception of kickoffs last week. This one taken on the far side at the 14 to the 15. 20, 25, hold of the 35, near the 35-yard line. Ball carrier brought down just shy. Will spot it at the 34. So A.Maceo Smith leading 6-3 over Henderson. Starts out in pretty good field position.
I saw Keelan Bradley getting up out of the bottom of the pile out there. I really couldn't tell who made the tackle. I did see their number 57 tackle our number 44, but that's about the only tackle I saw.
Markeith Ward will be at quarterback. He'll send Roderick Dixon wide to the near side. A.Maceo Smith going from our right to left here in the second quarter. Rubel Harmon is a wing back on the left side of the formation. Dwight Thomas and Michael Hickman are the running backs out of the eye. In motion away goes Wyatt. Handoff coming to the near side is Hickman, strung outside. He slips, then he breaks a tackle as he almost fell back against his knee. He'll still lose a little bit of yardage on the play.
Corey Spoon did a good job there of holding his ground and making the guy cut back, and the guy lost his footing.
Sure did, Charlie. It was a good job by Corey.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up second down 13 as the quarterback and the fullback actually bumped into each other before he could hand the ball off to Hickman. Second and 13. Wide goes wide to the far side. Split to the near side is Keldrick Beasley. There are a number of Beasleys on this ball club. Dive play up the middle for a couple. And that's all for Thomas.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're playing pretty good defense right now. That's John Giroux again in there on the play.
They're going to have trouble running the football against us, Bobby. You know, our kids are so doggone quick in there, and they just play off the block so well, and our coaches haven't scouted so well that we know pretty well what they're going to do. And I think once our offense gets cranked up, we're going to be okay. Our defense has played steady all night.
3rd and 11 at the 33 now of A.Maceo Smith. The Falcons with the football. One man wide near side, wing on the right side of the formation as Ward goes under center. Hands off to the tailback, into the middle, a hole out to the 40, but he'll be well short by about 5 yards of a first down.
Yeah, Tim Blatton scraped through that time, didn't he? Made a good play.
Looked like a bulldog, or he just kind of hung on there.
Yeah.
Tim not very big, but he's a strong kid and quick, and he hung on till we got some blue shirted help out of the defense there, and it's going to cause them to kick away again. And this guy kicked the ball pretty sharp a while ago. Let's see if he can do any better this time.
Bob Fellows is the punter for Henderson. Now Josh Burks is back there with Reggie Arnett are the 2 deep men for Henderson.
The wind's kind of still right now.
Penalty flag on the kick, and it'll blow it dead, so apparently they moved on it.
I saw Coach Mayfield on the sideline with his offensive lineman down there giving them a little bit more coaching, telling them what we need to do here and that. And guys, I think we're fixing to crank up.
Illegal procedure, the call goes against the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith. Backs them up. It'll be 4th and 10. Move the ball back to the 35.
We had a little wind the first part of the ball game. It was, you know, swirling from 5 to 8 miles an hour. We're looking at the flag now. It's just virtually limp. So he won't get any help out of the wind on this kick.
Josh Burks now comes out as Simpson goes back in. So it'll be Simpson and Arnett standing at about their own 35-yard line. Again, Fellows to punt with 4th and 10.
I think we're going to run one back, man. I got a feeling.
We need a feeling. Clean snap, outside rush, penalty flag goes down. Arnett will field the ball and does at the 30. Comes right. Looking for some outside room to the 35, cuts back to the 37 and is hit and dropped hard. But we have penalty flags down once again. The referee threw his and the line judge on the far side judge threw his.
I didn't say how far we were going to run it, Bob. Don't look at me like that.
I
just said run it back.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
A.Maceo Smith, the first year they came in here, it was kind of a joke. As Henderson was just able to outclass a very young team. But A.Maceo Smith right now is a hard-hitting team.
They got some athletes.
They're coming to play.
Anytime you've got 5 to 8 kids being looked at by college, you've got some athletes.
Henderson's going to decline the illegal procedure call against A.Maceo Smith, and Henderson will take over the ball, 1st and 10 at the Lion 37-yard line. On the scoreboard, 7:54 to go in the first half. Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith by a score of 6-3. Remember, A.Maceo Smith has used 2 of their timeouts back to back.
Run the play, guys.
Let's go.
Barnett goes wide to the left side of the formation. Yeah, don't wait for the defense to come out there. Here's Simpson, straight back. Wants to throw, rolls left, run with the football, trying to get outside. He is dragged down at the 40-yard line, as Simpson will pick up about 3. 2nd down and 7 now at the 40-yard line. And Simpson looking to throw to his left. Pretty good coverage by A.Maceo Smith.
Charles still has the ball. There you go.
Now he gives it back. Pat Brown comes in. Arnett comes out.
Charlie, that was just a little sprint out left, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were kind of late on the field. They had 2 or 3 backs back there deep, and it never did materialize. And Charles just did a smart thing and kept it.
2 tight ends. Pat Brown wide to the right side of the formation. Raines the fullback. Garland the tailback. Pitch back right side. Garland to the 40, 45 to the 46-yard line. He'll be about 1.5 yards short of the first down.
That's the way to run up in there. That's the way to run up in there, guys. He's running up behind the right tackle, Robbie Grand George. The right guard's Javis Wright. Our center's Chris Burks. Our left guard's Brandon Welch, and Matt Appleton's our left tackle.
We need some kind of little drive here with 6:47 to go in the first half. We hadn't put together a drive yet. Of course, the fumbles have stopped us 3 times, so we need to put together a little drive.
Garland stays at the tailback. Raines is the fullback as Arnett is wide to the short side of the field. Henderson going left to right here in the second quarter. Simpson hands off left side. Penalty flags fly as Garland picks up what would appear to be a first down, but let's wait and see what the penalty flag.
Jim has right here in front of us, and I can see their right defensive tackle lined up offside, so it's offside all the way before the ball's ever snapped.
You're absolutely right on the call, offside against A.Maceo Smith, so it'll be a first down either way. You want to cut the pie and dish it out.
Take the penalty, and here we go, guys.
Did you see that, Bobby?
I was actually watching Darryl Garland.
Well, go ahead.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, formerly East Texas Orthopedic Associates, as we have Beckville leading, tied with Elysian Fields 14-14. Carthage over Nacogdoches 14-7. Palestine leads Pine Tree 7-6. Kilgore 7-0 over Chapel Hill. A late start of the Lake Highlands Longview game, and no score there. I wonder if their official showed up.
No, they probably didn't. Probably went to Mount Vernon.
1st and 10, Henderson. We're going to spot the ball at the 49 of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson started this drive at the line 37. Paratites, 1 wide, Brown to the near. He goes in motion across the way away from us. The defense adjusts. Back goes Simpson, rolls right, wants to throw. Has Sanders wide open. Where's the foot? Did he throw it in the range?
He took the range. We had a Brantley down there deep.
Was it Brantley? Okay.
Yeah.
But Jason, right before the ball got there, he looked to see who a defensive player was and dropped the football.
But Jackson was wide open.
You got to look that ball in,
out in front of
Jason, and then run with it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 as Henderson can't get it going. On that one, anyway. Coming up at half, the Henderson Lion Marching Band. Holman out of the ball game. Davis the fullback. Garland the tailback. Wide outs each side of the field on 2nd and 10 for Henderson. 49-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. Pitch left side, Garland up the middle, fights for about 4.
Boy, Chris Burks that time, he really had to hustle to get the block that time. He almost slipped and fell, and he just scrambled and got his feet and got a good block, and that's what broke him back inside like that.
We'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and a long 6, more like 6.5 at that point.
You know, their offense is real big, Bob, but their defense is not so huge. They got some pretty, besides that big old 320-pounder, but they got some good-looking kids, you know, like 6'2", 200 pounds, and they're 220.
Kendrick Miner, the nose guard, is one of those being highly recruited. Wide outs each way, 3rd down, a long 6. Henderson. Back goes Simpson to throw, looking downfield. Throwing right side, has Jackson, overthrew him. Jackson was open, and the pass was about 4 inches too high.
I was going to say 2 inches, but 4 inches maybe just a little bit too high. He was there.
Just barely.
So Henderson's going to punt the football at 4th and 6 at the 46 of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson trails the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith, 6-3. 5:15 to go here in the second
We're
quarter.
going to try Daniel to punt the football this time.
Daniels will be the punter. Wyatt, one of those back deep for the Falcons, along with Keldrick Beasley. So Wells, who's been doing a good job of field goal kicking, will punt this one. This is a relatively low punt, and it goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That went off the side of the foot a little bit of Wells, but A.Maceo Smith will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line of A.Maceo Smith, with Henderson trailing the Falcons by a score of 6-3.
Charlie, that was a little end over end, or actually side over side punt right there, and if it had hit the ground just right, he'd have probably got a pretty good roll. That's his first varsity kick ever, punt ever, though, so yeah. I'm sure he had a little bit of nervousness in him at that time, some butterflies floating around in there, but he'll be all right.
Well, what are they waiting on? A.Maceo Smith uses their final timeout of the half for the timeout of the field. It's 6-3, A.Maceo Smith.
Stop into Premier Ford Mercury, and you'll realize you were born to save money on America's favorite, the all-new 96 Taurus. Get big savings on new 96 Ford Contours, Escorts, Aspires. In fact, save on the complete 96 Ford lineup. Premier Ford Mercury can put you in the car or truck of your dreams at a payment plan to fit just about any budget. Premier Ford Mercury on Highway 79 South in Henderson, Texas. Yeah, we'll give you a deal that's the sweet as honey and make you feel like you were born to save money. Premier Ford Mercury.
Coach Alexander, you and the Henderson Lions football team have a winning tradition built on teamwork. It takes good coaching and a committed group of players. That's true in sports and in life. I'm Jerry Wilson, pastor of Henderson's First Baptist Church, where you will find a group of committed people working together to meet the needs of all ages. We care about you and would love to see you this Sunday morning at 9:45 for Bible study and 11 o'clock for worship. Join us at Henderson's First Baptist Church.
Dixon goes wide to the left. Wyatt to the right of the formation. A.Maceo Smith takes over the football. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Quarterback is Markeith Ward. The tailback is Michael Hickman. Dwight Thomas is the fullback. Ward down under center. Hands off. Hickman right side. A bit of a hole to the 30-yard line.
Tim Blanton in on the tackle that time. Ran it right up the middle. Ran right by us and
didn't the Cowboys have a Dwight Thomas at one time?
Had a Dwayne.
Maybe that might be his son.
Well, could be, Charlie.
Got the same last name, doesn't he?
Could be.
Yep.
I mean, it was Dwayne Thomas.
Hey,
yeah. He was a good runner.
Wide both sides. Hand off Hickman again in the middle. Dives forward. And he picks up about 2. Going to bring up 3rd and short.
There's the defensive tackles coming into play now. John Charo's on the bottom. Matt Dennard down on the bottom. Had some linebackers come in there that time. Good job.
Well, Bobby, we got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. They got 3rd and 1. We need to step up here and stuff them on this 3rd down play and get the football back and go in and score for the half. What do you think?
Shut them down right here.
Hickman, the tailback. Thomas, the fullback. Ward at quarterback. Has wideouts to each side. Hand off, fullback. Dive in the middle. He is stuffed and then pushed back.
I believe we call that, Charles.
Oh, I tell you what.
You guys
you're talking about a stuff. It looked like a stuffed olive.
You gentlemen, once again, impress me with your knowledge, with your far-sightedness.
I'm kind of nearsighted, David.
Are you?
Yeah.
See, now the clock is running here with less than 4 minutes, and we need to do that here and get this football back on our end of the field. And I really think that we're going to score for the half.
Loss of 1 on the play. It's 4th and 2. Reggie Arnett will be the lone deep man for Henderson. Henderson a little mixed up about who should or shouldn't be on the field right now.
We got the punt block on.
Got 10 men at the line of scrimmage. Fellows stands at his own 20. Clean snap, rush right up the middle. They could not block it, but they did not. Reggie Arnett takes it at 39, 40, 45 to the 46-yard line. We came after it from both sides, missed the football, and didn't get the kicker.
I mean,
just barely missed it. Reggie did a great job of fielding the ball and getting upfield, getting as much as he could.
And like you said, Jim, one of the best parts of that, we did not rough the kicker because even running the kicker for 5 yards would give him a first down. Now we got the ball with 3:09, plenty of time. We got our timeouts. We're 55 yards away from scoring, but we need to get something going right before the half.
Henderson trails 6-3 to A.Maceo Smith.
We have yet to get across that goal line, so we need to get one. I believe that we will. I've got a feeling.
Got a feeling.
Well, let's see what we can do with it. 2 wides to the near side. In the slot will be Arnett. Outside of him was Pat Brown. Jackson tight end left side. Davis the fullback. Neal comes in motion to the near side of the field out of the tailback slot. Straight drop. Driving forward. What looked to be a draw. Spins away from one man. Then is brought down. Tell you what, quickness of A.Maceo Smith defense is impressive.
Yes, it is. That's what I was alluding to a while ago when I said they're not so big on defense that they can't move. They got some people that just got quick feet over there.
2nd down 9. Simpson with a run at the 46-yard line. 2:48. Clock continues to tick.
We have not blocked them very much the first half.
They put some pressure on us that time.
Kenyatta Neal remains a tailback. Chris Davis, the fullback. Wides each way. 2nd down and 9 for Henderson. Dive. Oh, mix up in the backfield as somebody came from the right side and mesh point of Simpson and Neal. The defender was there.
I'm not sure it made too much difference, but he was not touched. He came from defensive end.
Michael Scott.
He was not slowed down, and I'm not even sure a mesh handoff that time would have been very successful because if I'm going to make my prediction correct, we better do something on this play right here, or we're going to kick it away.
Loss of 4. Make it 3rd and 13 at the 42-yard line. As the Lions now trailing 6-3, under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
It might take a wake-up call at halftime to get our cobwebs out.
Far side wide, Arnett. Near side, Pat Brown. Davis and Neal in the eye. Behind quarterback Simpson. Simpson drops back, wants to throw, looking right, throwing for Brown, complete at the 40, to the 35, down to the 30-yard line. Nice pass and catch that time from Simpson to Pat Brown.
That was pretty.
Executed it perfect.
Any way you want to draw that up, that was beautiful.
Just caught the ball. Did you see how he turned back into the field?
And that was a
great job.
Low throw because he knew he was throwing to Pat, who's not real tall. That was just an excellent throw by Charles and a great route by Pat Brown and a good catch.
Certainly was. And then a good run after he caught it.
Nice turn inside. 1st and 10 Henderson at the Falcon 30-yard line. Arnett wide to the right, 2 tight ends. Davis and Neal in motion. Arnett to the far side of the field. Simpson pitch back right side to Neal to the 30, cuts to the 25, penalty flag down. He is brought down at the 20-yard line, a penalty flag. We're going to have a face mask there. I don't know what the other call will be.
Well, it came from an umpire. That's not a good place for it to come from. He's going to call holding.
Got a holding on Henderson, but I think we're going to have a penalty flag also against A.Maceo Smith. Sort it out. We'll let the officials do that. Be very close to another first down, but the officials are going to have to talk it over.
Boy, there's a pretty little seam in there, wasn't it?
Holding. Henderson. Face mask. A.Maceo Smith, the offset. The only thing that will change will be the time on the clock, as they'll put it back. It'll be 1st and 10 back at the 30-yard line.
That was a good run.
Yep.
Kenyatta really cut back in there and made a good run out of it. He saw that daylight and hit it.
Sure did. Got some linemen out in front of him.
1:21 to go in the first half. Henderson running out of time to put it in the end zone. Brown, Arnett will be in the ball game, so let's see the Lions go to the air. Simpson has had somebody in his face almost all night.
Right. He's had some people open almost all night too, though.
Brown far side wide. Arnett to the near side. Davis and Kenyatta Neal behind him in the eye. Simpson puts Arnett in motion to the far side. With the ball back, looking left, now throwing right. He is going to be, throws it over the middle, incomplete. Oh, he was under Simpson under big-time pressure. Threw it behind Pat Brown, who was open down about the 11.
He was wide open, wasn't he? But Charles was trying to get away, and Pat couldn't come back on that turf. And
Simpson just in trouble.
Yeah, he was.
Pat was running actually to Charles's right, and Charles was having to run to his left, and that caused him to just throw it behind him. He was throwing it off balance too. So
2nd and 10 now at the 30.
Charles is getting some work tonight throwing the football under pressure. That's what he needs to get, and that's one reason they're throwing the ball so much, I think.
Brown far, Arnett. No, Brown near, Arnett far. Second down, Henderson at the 30-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. 54 seconds left in the first half. Henderson trailing 6-3. Here's Simpson, drop back, looking left all the way. As it caught, no, incomplete. Incomplete. We got a penalty flag on the near side, away from where the ball was thrown to Arnett.
I didn't see any lineman downfield.
Well, it was, I don't know.
There wasn't any lineman downfield.
No,
I don't know what it was.
Holding defensively against A.Maceo Smith, as Brantley Jackson was the receiver out here at the roadside.
Jackson was one being held, wasn't he? He was the only one over close to the referee where it could have possibly been there. Is that automatic first down defensive holding?
Well, this is interesting. Tyler Lee and Texas High is supposed to be playing at Robert E. Lee, and a rain delay. That means the rain's coming our way.
Doesn't sound good, does it?
Okay, the ball will move down to the 20-yard line. Defensive holding against A.Maceo Smith will make it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 49 seconds to go in the first half. Henderson trails 6-3, but a rain delay at Tyler Lee.
We need to score if the rain's coming.
At the Rose Stadium. In motion, Arnett again goes to the far side of the field. Simpson takes a handoff, has pressure. Throwing for Pat Brown, incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down 10, stops the clock with 44 seconds left in the first half.
Pat got tripped up just a little bit, but he was open, and that ball just kind of sailed off on us. The ball just didn't get there.
See what Henderson does now with 2nd and 10. At the 25 of A.Maceo Smith, Henderson is threatened, but has not been able to cross the Falcon goal line here in the first half with 44 ticks. In the slot, Arnett to the left, Brown outside of it. Kenyatta Neal, Jason Raines in the backfield. Hand off, Kenyatta Neal, left side. He'll be dropped for a loss on the play. A nice job coming through.
Number 5 is a good
Kenneth Beasley.
He's a good football player.
Well, he has been with us all night.
And a timeout is called, I believe, yes, by the Henderson Lions, with our score 6-3 Falcons.
Citizens National Bank. You know us, and we know you want convenience. We know it's hard to get to the bank during the week if you work. Now you can bank at our Southside branch on Saturday from 9 till noon at the drive-in. We are always looking for ways to serve our customers. We're Citizens National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Be ready for football this season and save big on RCA products during the kickoff sale at Peterson's Home Furnishings. This 46-inch RCA big screen TV with stereo sound and picture-in-picture, only $14.99. Here's an RCA 32-inch diagonal Color Track Plus stereo TV with picture-in-picture, just $7.49. Videotape your favorite games with this RCA 4-head hi-fi stereo VCR, only $2.49. Come in now and save on RCA during the kickoff sale at Peterson's Home Furnishings, your home team in downtown Henderson.
We've got 37 seconds left in the first half of the ball game. Henderson trails 6-3. Henderson, using their first timeout, has the ball 3rd and 12 at the 27. An update, Mount Pleasant and Commerce, that one in a rain delay. On our East Texas scoreboard, brought to you by Dr. Roger C. Sessions, the Dr. Sean M. Figueri of Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic. 612 North High in Henderson, so rain to the west of us. 3rd and 12 at the 27 of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson with a football. And now into the ball game, Jonathan Stovall at quarterback. Simpson will be a receiver to the right side. Kenyatta Neal is the lone running back. So Stovall with 3rd and 12 for Henderson at the 27-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. A.Maceo Smith jumped, but then a lineman jumped for Henderson, reacting to it. We'll see what happens. Other scores, Carthage leads Nacogdoches 14-7. Rain delay in Tyler. Marshall squeaking by Shreveport Southwood 42-0. Falcons offside, saying that their motion made our Henderson offensive lineman move. So it's going to be 3rd down now and 7. The ball will move to the 22 after the offside against A.Maceo Smith. So 3rd and 7 to 22, and the clock doesn't move. That's 5 yards picked up without moving the clock. Take that. Here's Simpson wide to the right, lone running back Kenyatta Neal, Arnett to the left. Stovall is the quarterback. With the ball, 2-step drop, throwing right for Simpson. Simpson in the end zone, incomplete. It looked like he was pushed, but no call. Pass lied up there nicely by Stovall, but Simpson just couldn't get under it. Again, double coverage.
I don't think he's going to try for the field goal. I think he's going to go for 6.
I think so. I think you're right.
Huh. Well, that'd make it a pretty long field goal try. 22, 29, 39.
Charlie, is there a chance he's going to go back to the other side? Because it looked like Reggie was open that time.
Simpson will be back at quarterback.
No,
he's not. Stovall remains in the lineup at quarterback. Simpson wide right, Arnett wide to the left. 4th down and 7 at the 22-yard line. Henderson with the football. Stovall looks right, going to throw it again for Simpson. Batted away. Nice job defensively by A.Maceo Smith. Just a good job over there.
Good defense.
By A.Maceo Smith, Stuart Williams, and that will turn the ball over. A.Maceo Smith will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line with 29 seconds left in the half. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 6-3.
Yeah, Charles right now looks like he's a little bit tired. He's not down, he's just tired. Charlie, you mentioned last week that if we put him out here, it's not to be a decoy.
He's out there.
We're going to him, and anybody in the right mind knows that that's what you got to do is stop him. And I was watching the last play before that when Reggie looked like he was open on the other side, so we may come back to that in a minute.
Right. 29 ticks left in the first half. A.Maceo Smith, let's see if they get anything fancy going here as they've moved some things around. I think Hickman is now lined up as the fullback. Ooh. And we have a penalty flag. Somebody jumped, moved, ran, did something they weren't supposed to. They'll sort it out.
Well, I got half my prediction right. We stopped them on 4th down. We didn't go down and score. I thought we would do that, but we're just not really intent. And that's one thing. Another thing is A.Maceo Smith is a pretty good football team. They've scored 59 points up there in the Dallas area against South Garland, another Dallas team. And, you play them 2 years in a row, and they were pretty weak, and come down this year, they're a pretty good football team.
Henderson's going to have to come out a lot more intense in the second half of the ball game. They want to come back and come from behind for the 2nd Friday night in a row. Quarterback, Markeith Ward, using all the time, letting the clock run down. You can snap it now. Now, movement on the right side of the line. They don't call it, but there was obviously movement on the right side of the A.Maceo Smith line.
That right tackle definitely moved over there.
I don't know
maybe
what
they
they're doing.
I don't know either.
They didn't stop the clock.
No, the clock's not stopped.
I mean, I don't know what he was waiting on. I don't know why he's letting the play clock run out. That one was running.
2nd down.
They're going to let it run out.
Maybe somebody run out now.
Yeah, it isn't going to matter. We're going to be coming to the half right now. We are at the end of the first half of play with our score, A.Maceo Smith 6, Henderson 3.
Look into your child's eyes and see the future. Listen to the sound of their voices, and you will hear it. All of Texas tomorrow grows inside of them every day. They are our heritage, our hope, and our promise. Nothing has greater value. Absolutely nothing is more important.
Paul Sadler.
If your home, auto, and life insurance is in the hands of 3 different agents, your coverage could be a bit unstable. But call a Farmers Insurance agent for a farmers-friendly review. And one agent can bring all your policies together, get rid of gaps, and keep costs down. And saving money will seem like a piece of, well, you know. America can depend on farmers for home, auto, and life.
You can depend on Farmers Insurance Group and agent Tony Martin at 703 South Main. Call 657-7564. The law offices of Welborn, Houston, Atkinson, Mann, Sadler, and Hill at 300 West Main wish the best of luck on the field and in the classroom to all Henderson students and faculty during the 96 school year.
At the half, A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson by a score of 6-0. It has not been a stellar performance in the first half by the Lions as A.Maceo Smith got the ball to start the ball game, picked up 1 first down, then David Johnson with a fumble recovery. Henderson took over 1st and 10 at the A.Maceo Smith 36-yard line. Looked like a good opportunity, but the Lions couldn't do anything with it. Had another opportunity at midfield, fumbled it away. A.Maceo Smith got on the board with a defensive play when linebacker Kenneth Beasley picked up a fumble by Henderson and ran it back about 20 yards. Extra point kick was wide left. It was 6-0 in favor of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson started 1st and 10 at their own 38, had the ball and moved it all the way down, 4th and goal at the 3. A touchdown pass was called back because of illegal procedure against Henderson. And then Daniel Wells hit a 25-yard field goal. And at 10:14 of the second, it was 6-3 A.Maceo Smith. That's where we are at the half. We'll be back. We'll have more after this timeout.
Rusk County is a community rich in tradition. East Texas Telephone Cooperative Incorporated is proud to serve 11 East Texas counties and 21 exchanges with rural telephone service. Member customers receive the latest in telephone technology and the finest in service. Service has grown to over 25,000 customers since origination in 1950. East Texas Telephone Cooperative Incorporated, back in the 1996 Rusk County football teams, bands, majorettes, flag corps, drill teams, pep squads, cheerleaders, and students.
Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, formerly East Texas Orthopedic Associates, is pleased to announce a new name and a new associate. Dr. Roger C. Sessions, well known for over 8 years of practice in Henderson and East Texas in general orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, arthroscopic surgery, and total joint replacement, now welcomes a new associate, Dr. Sean M. Fagari, to Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic at 612 North High Street in Henderson, offering the community complete orthopedic medical treatment. Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Fagari at Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic back the Henderson Lions.
The A.Maceo Smith Band on the field performing here at halftime, and a happy group. They lead in the ball game, their football team does, by a score of 6-3 over the Henderson Lions. The lone touchdown and missed the extra point, but the lone touchdown by A.Maceo Smith scored by their defense. So, Charlie, the Henderson defensive unit again has done a good job here tonight thus far.
The defense has done a tremendous job. They've shut them down from every aspect of the game. A.Maceo Smith is not a passing team. And after last week, our defense intercepted 6 passes. They have yet to try a pass tonight. We've helped them out by fumbling 3 times and giving 3 fumbles to them. That one, a real big one, as you mentioned, where he picked up running for a touchdown. But our defense has done a real good job. Our offense is not in sync yet. And hopefully the second half we can change that, but the defense has really played a good ball game.
We've had a couple of good pass completions, has Henderson, Bobby, but Simpson tonight just a hair off. And let's put the credit where that belongs. He has had somebody in his face on almost every play.
He's had pressure on him just about every play, and Jim, you know, this is the 3rd game. He has 2 games underneath his belt here, but he hadn't had the pressure in the past 2 weeks that he's had tonight, and he hadn't learned to just step up in the pocket and throw the ball. This is a learning experience for him. I promise you, Coach Alexander is right now not upset. He knows exactly what's happening, and so one of y'all mentioned that we'll come back out the second half and we better be more intense and be more aggressive and play harder. Well, I promise you they're going to come back out and they're going to be more intense and they're going to be more aggressive and play harder.
And one thing talking about Charles Simpson is the fact that he's a capable quarterback, and he's the kind of young man that can learn from the experience. We're at the half. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 6-3. More after this.
The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore is proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ in and around Henderson. The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore has a wide selection of books and gift items. Their expanded video and music department includes the latest Christian videos, cassettes, and compact discs. Lift someone's spirit from a large assortment of cards that express your sincere feelings. And of course, a large selection of Bibles. Remember the House of Prayer Christian Bookstore, providing caring assistance for your spiritual needs. Donald and Evelyn Maddox, owners. At Larry Roy Incorporated, your 360 communications cellular dealer. With a new line of cellular service, you get free activation of $30 value, 1 month of unlimited airtime free, and free roadside assistance for 3 months. Sign up for the economy plan and pay only $17.95, save $5 per month. Come by Larry Roy Incorporated at 304 Highway 79 South in Henderson, your authorized 360 communications dealer for complete cellular telephone service.
At the half and behind me, you can hear the A.Maceo Smith drum line have stepped forward, and you can hear them performing here at halftime. Henderson trails 6-3 to A.Maceo Smith's Falcons. Here with some halftime statistics. Alan Maiden. Alan, welcome to the booth.
Well, thank you.
Prior to tonight, you've been at the other end collecting scores for us.
Yeah, fun on that end, too.
Tell us about the stats.
We got some team stats. In rushing, Maceo has 14 attempts for 28 yards. The Lions rushing 17 times for a total of 25 yards. On the passing side, Maceo has yet to throw a pass tonight, where Henderson has attempted 16 passes, completed 4 for 68 yards. In the punting category, Maceo has punted 4 times for a total of 88 yards. Henderson just 1 punt tonight for 31 yards. First downs, Maceo's only picked up 1 first down tonight. The Henderson Lions have picked up 6. Penalties have hurt Maceo. They've had 7 penalties for a total of 40 yards. The Lions penalized 1 time for 5 yards. And the turnovers hurting the Lions tonight. They fumbled the ball 3 times, have lost all 3. Maceo fumbling the ball 1 time and losing that fumble as well. So that's kind of the way things have been going so far tonight.
And you can see from those statistics that the Henderson defense has been doing its job. The offense has got to get it in gear and get it clicking here in the second half. We'll be back and be getting closer to the Henderson Lions marching band performance after this timeout.
When conditions are less than ideal, the Chevy Blazer with the exclusive driver control system helps conquer most driving situations, including the most brutal place on the planet, your wallet. It's the Chevy Blazer model year-end event. Right now, you can get $12.50 cash back on a new 96 Blazer or enjoy some great GMAC Smart Buy offers.
See Smith Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac, Highway 79 in East Main on the saving side of the street in Henderson.
What does representative do, Dad?
Well, basically, a representative works for the people of Texas.
Working for the people. Few things describe Paul Sadler better than those simple, truthful words. And folks all across Texas, from both political parties to major news sources, have recognized Paul Sadler for his leadership, dedication, and hard work. Paul Sadler, State Representative, Democrat.
Coach Alexander, you and the Henderson Lions football team have a winning tradition built on teamwork. It takes good coaching and a committed group of players. That's true in sports and in life. I'm Jerry Wilson, pastor of Henderson's First Baptist Church, where you will find a group of committed people working together to meet the needs of all ages. We care about you and would love to see you this Sunday morning at 9:45 for Bible study and 11 o'clock for worship. Join us at Henderson's First Baptist Church.
The A.Maceo Smith Band performing along with their drill team in front of us. Henderson Lions Marching Band will be out in a couple of moments. If all goes as scheduled, Bobby, there'll be some more football played here tomorrow morning.
That's right, Jim. We have 3 games here in the morning. Our middle school team, our 8th grade team plays right here. We have 3 games. I believe the first game starts at 9:30. The second game is going to be around 10:30 and then around 11:30. Jim, I want to mention our stands over here. The fans are giving the A.Maceo Smith Band a standing performance. They do have a lot of enthusiasm.
They are a show band and in performance style, and they indeed have gotten a standing ovation from the Henderson fans immediately in front of us. They put on a tremendous show here at halftime. Moving out now across the field on the far side, the Henderson Lion Band will move into position and looking for the Lionettes.
They're over here to the right, Jim. Jim, we're only going to march 302 tonight.
Only
302. But I want to mention another group that really, there's been a lot of hard work. Dee Dee Adams has put in many, many hours with our Lionettes, and this year, probably the largest group we've had in many years. I think there's about 40 to 42. Jan Drummond got on my case the other day and said I didn't tell how many, so I want to make sure that I give them a plug because they really, really are doing an outstanding job, and we're really proud of them.
Indeed, a tremendous job by them and all of the people that get involved in a Friday night football game. Our scoreboard update here at halftime, brought to you by Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Roger C. Sessions, and new associate, Dr. Sean M. Piccari, specializing in sports medicine, arthroscopic surgery, total joint replacement, and orthopedic medicine and surgery. 612 North High, Suite A. You call 657-1441. Scores that we have, Marshall over Shreveport Southwood, 42-0. Longview and Lake Highlands, 0-0 in the second quarter. The Tyler Lee Texas High game, no score, apparently is back being played now. Pine, after a rain delay. Pine Tree at the half leading Palestine 27-7. Late in the second quarter, Chapel Hill leads Kilgore 12-7. That's what we got. It is Carthage over Nacogdoches 14-10 at the half. Beckville leads Elysian Fields 21-14. North Lamar and Pleasant Grove, 2 p.m. Saturday. Okay. That's our scoreboard update brought to you by Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, formerly East Texas Orthopedic Associates. Lionettes in front of us now as they'll get ready for their halftime performance. And this will be a different routine than we've seen in the last couple of weeks because they've been using chairs in the routine. So a new a new routine we expect to see in front of us. The band across the way, the twirlers in front of them, the flag corps, and then the band. Moving out center stage, the Lionettes immediately in front of us. From our side to center of the field, and from the far side come the twirlers and the flag corps, as we'll have the Henderson Lions marching band performing the music, as we have the Lionettes, the drill team, and the flag corps here at half, as A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson by a score of 6-3 at halftime. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to the field. And Dale Dorsey. first portion of the halftime entertainment as far as the Henderson concerned, as the Lionettes and the Twirlers and the Flag Corps performing here at halftime as Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith by a score of 6-3. At the half, A.Maceo Smith getting a touchdown on a turnover and being run back from about 20 yards out. And then the missed extra point. Henderson got a field goal by Daniel Wells right before the half. And looked like maybe would go for another. Went for the play in the end zone. Couldn't execute, so it's a 6-3 ball game as Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith at the half. On the field right now, the Henderson Lion Marching Band will be moving out, and we'll be going back down to the field here in just a moment. I want to remind you that you can hear Coach's Corner as we'll talk with head coach Dennis Alexander about this ball game tomorrow morning at 9 and 10 o'clock on KGRI and on KWRD. And this ball game, you can watch the rebroadcast on Henderson Cable TV Channel 10, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights beginning at 7 o'clock. Looking down to the field now, the band getting ready. And as soon as they begin, we'll go back down to the field.
Jim, it might be a good time to mention our games tomorrow if you hadn't done that. Have you done that yet?
They were mentioned by Bobby, but quickly mentioned.
Okay, good. Tomorrow, the 8th grade plays 3 games here in the morning, 9:30, 10:30, and 12. And the junior varsity in 9th grade go to Jacksonville. The 8th grade plays Jacksonville here, and the 9th grade and junior varsity go to Jacksonville tomorrow, Saturday morning.
All right, so you can remember that. Want to come out and watch some of the Henderson Lion Friday Nighters of the future. You can do that by coming out and watching some of the football action tomorrow. Right now, let's go down to the field as we're proud to present the Henderson Lions Marching Band.
Proud to present the Henderson Highschool Marching Band, led onto the field by drum makers Melissa Boatwright and Lawrence Green.
second standing ovation of the night, this time to the Henderson Lions marching band, arrayed in front of us at halftime. An excellent presentation by the Henderson Lions band. We're at half. Our score is 6-3 in favor of the Falcons of A.Maceo Smith. Henderson Lions band leaving the field. We'll be back. We'll have more at halftime after this.
Need a new mattress? Buy Assertive Perfect Sleeper.
Sleep Gallery Plus, 1 block west of the Star in Henderson, where beautiful mornings begin with a great night's sleep.
You probably think that a brick is a brick is a brick. We think Boral bricks are better. The plain ones, the fancy ones, and about any color you can imagine. But why do we make so many different kinds of brick? Because we know that a house is not a house is not a house. Call 1-800-5-BORAL-5 to receive a free brochure and the location of the showroom nearest you. Boral Bricks, a solid decision to build your dreams on.
A week ago on Friday night, Henderson was down to Nacogdoches by a score of 10-3. Tonight, find themselves down at the half to A.Maceo Smith by a score of 6-3. Henderson came out and dominated the ball game against Nacogdoches a week ago, and in that one. But guys, the Henderson defense has done an outstanding job again. The offense just needs to put one together and put one together consistently.
Well, one thing for sure is last week we won our ball game primarily because our defense played great and had 6 interceptions. A.Maceo Smith says they won't beat us with interceptions because we ain't going to throw it.
Good point, Charlie. You can't hardly intercept it if they don't throw it.
And they have not thrown it.
The Lions are back on the field. They've been through their normal halftime. I'll tell you what, it's really something to see at halftime, to watch their coaches working there at halftime and go over what they need to change, what they need to really and truly just keep doing. They're back out here. They're all business. There's not a bunch of hoorahing going on. Coach Alexander's got his staff down there. They're ready. The coaches are prepared. Coach McGinnis ran out there at the end of the halftime. at the end of the first half. I wanted to find out why we didn't fire off the ball and make the contact. He's always in the ball game, though, you know. So we're ready. We're fixing to be intense. We're fixing to play tough here pretty quick, and we're going to get right back in the middle of this ball game.
Henderson will get the football to start the second half as A.Maceo Smith won the toss and elected to receive to start the football game. So the Lions will get their hands on the ball first here in the second half.
Charlie, you mentioned that 2 years now, opening kickoff of every game.
We've always received.
We've always received.
Because the other team always deferred when they won the toss, and we always took the ball. So this is going to be a little bit different. We'll get the ball to start the second half.
Charlie, do you think the weather is going to come into play? You went outside just a few minutes ago and looked back in the west. Looks pretty rough, doesn't it?
It looks pretty rough. Let's just hope it holds off until this ball game gets over, because if it blows in, it's going to blow in hard. It blew in hard over Tyler, and let's hope it goes around us.
So we're going to try to get the second half underway. A.Maceo Smith taking their time, stretching, coming out from the other end. And we'll see here if they'll come onto the field. We'll get underway and see if we can't beat some rain. And officials, A.Maceo Smith still has not come out of the end zone, stretching and warming up. Let's go, guys. Let's play football.
They're waiting for rain.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they'd go home right now.
Well, we haven't played 5.5.
No. No, we haven't.
Here they come.
Coach Alexander said that's enough. Let's either pull the pitcher.
Look at him. He's blowing the whistle of the official.
Either, yeah.
He reached over and got his whistle and blew it and motioned for him to come on.
Here it is.
Oh, we got a little lightning behind us right now.
I think he saw that too, and he wants to get this thing underway and get it over with before the lightning gets too tough.
A lot of fans are picking up and taking to our radio audience is going to get a whole lot bigger real fast.
Charlie, was it last year we had so many that stayed out here in the parking lot and listened?
Right.
That's
Because of
right.
the weather.
That's
Well, now A.Maceo Smith is going to the other end zone. Come on, guys, let's play football. We are waiting as A.Maceo Smith went from one end zone on the far side to the other end on the far side. And now they've huddled up down there.
They could actually throw a flag right here, couldn't they, Charlie?
I've been thinking the same thing, and I believe if Coach Alexander pushed it, they would. You hate to do that to, you know, your host, but, you know, it's 9:15 here right now.
Ooh, that lightning.
Lightning around us. We've had rain delays earlier, and we know in Tyler at Rose Stadium, that ball game was delayed.
I mean, our fans are leaving, and Jim, I don't blame them.
I have no nasty things to say about that.
No, sir.
Right now, we finally at least have a couple of captains meeting at midfield. Damon Reddick for Henderson and Paul Dodd for A.Maceo Smith.
You think the leave because of the lightning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Henderson will get the football. The worst weather I can remember being part of a Henderson football game was over in Athens,
Texas.
when Joe
Bradford
was a senior. That was awful. I mean, the only people left in the stands was the stands.
The stands.
I went to the concession stand at halftime, had to swim 20 yards to get there. I don't swim very good.
You could not see to the far side of the field because of the weather.
Oh.
Henderson won that ball game. I remember Bradford making a catch.
I stepped off that last step on those stands and went to my knees. Water was up to my knees. Didn't rain that much.
Jim, I don't know that I'm believing what he's telling me.
He was looking to grow gills. Henderson now will defend the goal to our left as we get set to get this game underway. Reggie Arnett.
If I remember right, Jim, we got 6 points that night and hung on and won at 6-0.
I think you're right. Muckleroy and Kelton Neal. I think you're right.
Guys, we need to get the ball in the air, and we need to score quickly.
So Muckleroy, Neal, and Arnett are the 3 deep men for Henderson. Get ready to kick it off. This should be Scott that approaches the football. Decent kick. Taken at the 15 to the 20, 25, 30. Here's Neal on the way at the 40, 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Henderson Lions. Kelton Muckleroy took that about the 15. Kenyatta Neal took that at the 15-yard line and ran it back 85 yards for the touchdown.
I'm telling you, you can't catch him if he's even with you.
An 85-yard run back of the kickoff, and Henderson Lions have taken the lead.
We need to get the ball in the air and score quickly.
Well, they got it in the air, and we scored quickly.
12
Kenyatta
seconds.
Neal.
12 seconds.
And Henderson has taken the lead. Extra point try by Daniel Wells coming here in just a moment. Just like that, an 85-yard run back of the opening kickoff of the second half. And Henderson has taken a 9-6 lead, trying to make it 10 right here. On the tee, on the way, it's up and good. With a timeout of the field, our score, Henderson 10, A.Maceo Smith 6.
Way to go, Daniel.
Every American Standard air conditioner must endure literally hundreds of inspections before being permitted to leave the factory. And if any little thing is less than perfect, well, we have ways of dealing with troublemakers. Built to a higher standard, American Standard.
Replace your old air conditioner with a reliable American Standard system from Simmons Air Conditioning and Heating in Henderson and ask about a free 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Hello, I'm Bob Lehman. At Lehman Eye Center, optical video imaging allows my patients to see exactly what I see during their examination. We're proud to be the first and only ophthalmology practice in East Texas to offer this service to our patients.
Discover how advanced technology at Lehman Eye Center can help you enjoy a lifetime of better vision by calling 569-8278. Lehman Eye Center, the clear choice for clear vision.
Oh, my. Well, that's the way to change the complexion of the football game. An 85-yard run back of the opening kickoff of the second half by Kenyatta Neal. And the Henderson Lions now lead 10-6 over A.Maceo Smith. And those fans who weren't able to get out got to see some excitement. There's people still concerned about the weather. Daniel Wells approaches the football. End over end kick. It'll be taken at the 11. Forward to the 15, 20. Trying to get to the outside with room is, I've lost it, is Michael Hickman. He's brought down about the 25.
Pat Sanders. Daniel Wells actually got out on the field and put the first shot on him and bounced him outside, and Pat Sanders was there. Good tackle, Pat.
Going to spot the football war at the 26-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. 11:39 of the third quarter. Henderson leads by a score of 10-6. Kenyatta Neal takes the opening kickoff of the second half. About 85 yards. I think it's about the 15 he took it down.
20 change lanes, he put it in second gear.
North Lamar Pleasant Grove postponed till 2 p.m. Saturday. That's because of the weather. We're still underway here, not raining yet at Lions Stadium. First and 10 at the 26. A.Maceo Smith has wideouts each side of the field. Henderson jumping around. First pass attempt of the night by Markeith Ward, way short of the intended receiver on the far side, Scott. Markeith Ward was hit about the time he threw the
That's
football.
what happened, Jim. Somebody hit his arm.
Yeah, Caleb Deason was in there. Marcus Hollins was in there, and so was John Chereau. I mean, they were just draped all over him.
My, the fireworks. Henderson. Kenyatta Neal gets it on the board. First touchdown of the night. Wide to the near side comes Roderick Dixon. A.Maceo Smith going from our right to left here in this third quarter. The I formation, Thomas and Hickman behind quarterback Ward. With the ball, trying to get outside is Hickman. He breaks one tackle at the 33-yard line.
Boy, Charlie, he put some moves on that time, and he actually got around a pretty dadgum good tackler.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, O'Keelan came up and broke down on him and was fixing to make the play, and he gave him a little move, and woo, he's a pretty good runner.
John Chereau kind of twisted his ankle a bit coming off the field.
33-yard line. A pickup on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 at that point. Dixon wide to the right. Wyatt is the wing back on the left side of the formation. Thomas and Hickman behind quarterback Ward. Pitch back right side Hickman. Trying to come forward. He is going to be pushed for about a yard maybe on the play. Then he leans forward. They'll move him out to the 34-yard line. Do we have a penalty flag? We do on the far side.
Boy, Caleb Deason came up that time and took out a blocker and made the play. Good defensive play, Caleb.
Edmund Howard is in for number 62 now. That's John Chereau, who got a little leg problem. Our trainer, what's our trainer's name, Bobby?
Well, he plays first and bats fifth.
Oh, Will Clark?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm telling you, this lightning is getting tough now.
It's a ways away from us. But penalty. Penalty declined. It'll be 4th down. It was against A.Maceo Smith. The band has been instructed to go get their equipment and get it in the van because of the threatening weather. 4th down and about 3. The ball, well, and a couple rather at the 35. So it looks to be punt time. Henderson drops 2 men back deep. Bob Fellows on to punt 4. A little high, but gets it down. Outside rush, gets it up. We're going to have a penalty flag that will go against Henderson. And it will be enough for a first down, whether it's roughing the kicker or whichever one it is. It'll be enough for a first down. Running the kicker or roughing.
Yeah,
well,
it's going to be 5 yards.
Yeah, and it wasn't intentional. He didn't, he was actually going for the ball. It was good.
That'll be
honest,
1st and 10. Tried to get an angle on it and didn't quite. It's going to be 1st and 10. Move the ball to the 40-yard line. I think about there.
Yep.
So the defense had held, but they're going to have to do it again.
I see John up walking around down there, Charlie. John Chereau.
Yeah.
He's bouncing on his toes. He looks all right.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
He's ready to play.
I saw Will give him the okay a while ago and said walk on it. And
10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Henderson leads A.Maceo Smith by a score of 10-6.
That's good, too, Bobby, because John has really played good football this year. He's come out to play.
Dixon wide to the near side. To the far side goes Wyatt. Thomas and Hickman are the running backs. It's 1st and 10 after the penalty of running into the kicker. Here's Ward. Hands off Hickman. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Penalty flag goes down from the referee. But Hickman was hammered.
Charlie, there was a host of Lions, would you say?
I don't think I could be far with hitting too hard, I think.
David Johnson got there, and there was about 4 others right on top of him.
If it's against us, his call would tackle too hard because he made his head fly backwards.
Marcus Hollins was in there, and I saw Caleb Deason in there.
It's against, penalty is against A.Maceo Smith.
Well, it's good to see John Sherrill go back in the ball game.
And the Lions decline the penalty. It'll be second down and 10.5. The ball moved back to the 39.5. Well, 11 if you want to do a B that way about it. A.Maceo Smith under center, wide outs each way. Fake dive now, handoff right side. On the run is Thomas. He's across midfield to the 45 and out of bounds. The ball goes out of bounds when he fumbles it, but it'll remain A.Maceo Smith's ball in Henderson territory somewhere around the 40-yard line.
Well, we just missed some tackles that time. He may have made us miss them, though, Charlie.
Yeah, it's some kind of breach block or fold block on line of scrimmage and got out. He got there real quick. It's just a good offensive play. Give him credit for that one.
Yes, sir.
41 of Henderson, so this drive kept alive by running into the kicker on the punt. A.Maceo Smith has it 1st and 10 at the Henderson 41-yard line. Henderson leading 10-6 at the moment.
One of the few they've had tonight. That's a good play.
Wide out, far each side of the field. Ward sets him down. Handoff, Thomas in the middle, stumbles forward for 4 and 5. And he actually broke a couple tackles.
Sure did. Good, tough running on his part. Coach Alexander mentioned, at the beginning of the show tonight that their fullback is almost as good a back as their tailback, and he's showing it right now.
Pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 at the Henderson 38-yard line. Dixon wide right, Wyatt wide left. Maceo Smith going from our right to left. Thomas and Hickman behind quarterback Markeith Ward. Ward sets his ball club down on 2nd down. Handoff tailback on the right side. Coming forward is Hickman to the 35.
Boy, they're blocking tough now. Running really tough. They ran a little isolation that time. Caleb came up and he took out the lead blocker, but they had a little seam and they got there.
A.Maceo Smith is showing some determination here and some enthusiasm as they're smelling that 4-down zone.
Yes, sir.
And they're down at the 35, so they have 2 more plays on 3rd and 4th here. So the line defense has got to stepping up here and get tough.
Dixon wide right, Wyatt left. Thomas and Hickman in the eye behind Ward. Sets him down, 3rd and 4. Handoff Hickman going right side. Has the 1st down and then some. He's inside the 15 to the 10 and drug out of bounds. Penalty flag goes down, and we're going to have a face mask call against Henderson. I mean, there are yellow hankies everywhere over there.
Boy, A.Maceo Smith has come to life.
That was a heck of a run there.
Oh, yeah, I see why he was.
Michael Hickman, the ball carrier.
And I see why he was, 2 weeks ago, best back in the Metroplex?
Yeah, player of the week up there.
Yeah.
Somewhere up, there were different numbers in different papers, but 240, 254, somewhere in there. That was his yardage. And he didn't play the whole ball game. The coaches won't let him stay in.
I see why.
Personal foul against Henderson on the face mask.
They scored 59 points at opening ball game up there, I tell you. So they got some people.
1st and goal for the Falcons. Believe, it'll be 1st and goal at the 5.
Charlie, you haven't called for a fumble. Goodness gracious. You haven't called for a fumble all year. It's time for you to call one.
Well, they're going to call timeout here. We'll think about that.
1st and goal at the 5. We have a timeout, and with a timeout on the field, our score, Henderson 10, Falcons 6.
Coach Alexander, you and the Henderson Lions football team have a winning tradition built on teamwork. It takes good coaching and a committed group of players. That's true in sports and in life. I'm Jerry Wilson, pastor of Henderson's First Baptist Church, where you will find a group of committed people working together to meet the needs of all ages. We care about you and would love to see you this Sunday morning at 9:45 for Bible study and 11 o'clock for worship. Join us at Henderson's First Baptist Church.
96 Mercurys are in stock and ready to roll today at Premier Ford Mercury. From the best-selling Sable to the world-class Mystique, luxurious Grand Marquis, and sporty Cougar. Save on the complete 96 Mercury lineup. Plus, at Premier Ford Mercury, we can put you in the car or truck of your dreams on a payment plan to fit just about any budget. Shop the rest, then see the best. Premier Ford Mercury on Highway 79 South in Henderson, Texas. Yeah, they'll give you a deal that's the sweet as honey and make you feel like you were born to save money. Premier Ford Mercury.
We're about ready to go back to play after the timeout. First and goal at the 5 as A.Maceo Smith has the ball, has an I formation, strong to the right side. Ward sets him down, movement on the right side, no. In the backfield, the ball carrier hit and dropped for a loss. Thought I saw some movement to the right side of the A.Maceo Smith line.
You did see some. That was Avis Sanders got in on the play that time.
That was unbalanced line, power eye right, Bobby. A lot of people over there.
Mm-hmm.
Loss of 2, back to the 7. Big time for the Henderson defense to dig in. Henderson leads at the moment 10-6. 8:37 clock running, third quarter. A.Maceo Smith again out of the eye. Power eye, right side. Hand off, Thomas into the middle, inside the 5, pushing forward, down to about the 3.
Boy, we made contact back in there like we were supposed to, and he just kept on driving.
It's going to be third down and goal for A.Maceo Smith at the Henderson 3. 8:05 clock runs, third quarter.
We're in danger of losing that lead right here.
Yes, we are.
Yep. Third and goal, A.Maceo Smith. I formation again, strong right. Hand off, fullback dive, pushing right side, didn't get there.
There you go, defense.
It'll be fourth and goal, big play coming right about now.
Tim Smith. I can't believe I said that.
Pickup of 1. We're going to call it fourth and goal. We're going to spot the ball at about the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, runs the 2.
Yeah, right up to 2. Yeah.
Big play. Fourth and goal. A.Maceo Smith with the football at the 2-yard line of Henderson. The Lions defense going to have to dig in. Thomas, Hickman, eye strong right. Fake it. Down the line with the option. Quarterback keeps, dives. Touchdown. A.Maceo Smith, the quarterback, keep to the right side.
Good call, Coach.
They set that up real good.
They really did.
They ran that play 3 times and then kept it that time, and that's a good call.
Good call, Coach.
Good job by the quarterback, too.
Yes, it was.
2-yard run, and so A.Maceo Smith answers Henderson. Here's that swinging gate set up again. As they line up to this side, and then they'll move on over here in a moment. Or usually will.
They're going to do something.
They're going to run with it, going to try to go for 2. Here's Ward with the ball, pitches to the outside, 2-point conversion. And it gets in the end zone on a 2-point conversion off the swinging gate. With a timeout on the field, our score, 14-10, A.Maceo Smith.
Be ready for football this season and save big on RCA products during the kickoff sale at Peterson's Home Furnishings. This 46-inch RCA big screen TV with stereo sound and picture-in-picture, only $14.99. Here's an RCA 32-inch diagonal Color Track Plus stereo TV with picture-in-picture, just $7.49. Videotape your favorite games with this RCA 4-head hi-fi stereo VCR, only $2.49. Come in now and save on RCA during the kickoff sale at Peterson's Home Furnishings, your home team in downtown Henderson.
Citizens National Bank is pleased to announce the opening of our newest ATM at the Citgo Pace Center, located across from Kroger at 2404 Highway 79 South. Our other Henderson locations are the Main Bank, Kroger, Walmart, Super C West, Henderson Memorial Hospital, and the Citgo Pace Center located at the Star. No usage fees or monthly charges for C&B customers. We know you want convenience, and we have you covered. Citizens National Bank, we're member FDIC.
A.Maceo Smith puts together a 13-play, 74-yard scoring drive and takes the lead back 14-10 over Henderson with 7:16 to go in the third quarter. A.Maceo Smith using the swinging gate and takes the field goal out of it as far as a tie. So Henderson now trails by 4 here in the third quarter.
You think you'll kick it deep this time?
I wouldn't kick it to Kenan.
I don't think you will.
He approaches the ball. This is Scott.
I think you will.
He booms this one into the end zone and out the back side of it. He had the wind behind him, but still a good kick. Henderson will take over at 1st and 10 at their own 20. Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith by a 14-10 margin, 7:16 of the third quarter.
He was trying to kick away from Kenyatta, kick it over toward Neal, and just kick that sucker completely over his head out of the end zone.
Yep. On the swinging gate that they ran their extra point on, the center makes the call on that. It depends on the number of people that's over him and the other people as to what they actually run.
Here comes Henderson, 1st and 10, Henderson 20. Arnett wide to this side. In motion away goes Garland out of the backfield. Hand off into the middle, dive forward, Chris Davis for 2.
You know, we just can't get desperate here. It's just, there's 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Pickup of 2 by Davis on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Move the ball to the 22. Here comes Jason Raines, Reggie Arnett. Chris Davis will come out. Now Henderson trails by 4, but we're at 6:50, third quarter. A lot of time left. Henderson needs to put together a good sustained drive. Arnett wide to the right. Garland is the tailback, Raines the fullback. In motion goes Garland to the far side of the field. Simpson fakes a handoff, throws across the middle, wide open. Oh! Dropped by Holman. Oh, my goodness. Jeffrey Holman had the ball in his hand, maybe a hair behind him, but he was wide open across there.
Took his eye off of it, Jim. He should have caught that football. That was a good throw, and Jeffrey will get the next one, but those kind you got to catch because he's looking for a defender, and you got to catch that ball and run with it first. That's just a mistake there that he made, but he'll get the next one. That'd have been a big play there.
Yes, it would have. Boy, if Coach Alexander set that one up, though, is the thing.
Kenyatta Neal into the ball game, replacing Darryl Garland. And again, Henderson looking at 3rd and 8 at the 22-yard line. Brown far side, Arnett near side. Simpson, straight drop, pressure on, throws a screen to nobody. Didn't get turned around quite in time. Big time pressure put on quarterback Simpson, and it'll bring a 4th down, and it'll be punt time. And A.Maceo Smith is going to come out of this with good field position.
They certainly are. That series right there really just didn't, it just kind of fizzled.
Well, if anybody thought that A.Maceo Smith was going to drop and fall down after Kenyatta Neal's opening kickoff run back in the second half, they was wrong.
Yep.
Daniel Wells will be the punter. Wyatt, one of those back deep, along with Keldrick Beasley, standing at about the 45-yard line. Daniel had his first punt earlier in the ball game of the year. Good snap, no real pressure. Pretty good punt this time. It's taken by Wyatt at the 42, goes right. He slips, gives ground, and he's nailed it out that. They'll spot him at the 40. And that's where the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10, their own 40. A.Maceo Smith leads in the ball game, a penalty flag down.
We just got 15. Did you see it, Bobby?
Charlie, I saw us get clipped, didn't I?
Yeah, he got up and pushed him.
Oh.
That's what we got the flag on. We pushed it back.
Don't do that.
We got the flag?
Yes. Number 57 got clipped, got up, and pushed a guy right in front of the referee.
And so many times you see the retaliation.
Don't see the beginning.
It was a late push,
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Against Henderson will give 15 yards from the spot of the foul. And it's going to move it into unsportsmanlike.
Guys,
it's going to move the ball to the 45 of Henderson.
It's beginning to rain a little bit.
Well, boys and girls, that's where A.Maceo Smith will take over, leading 14-10 over Henderson.
Okay, it's time to shut them down defense, get the ball, and let's score.
We're going to update you on some scores here after this call. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff Hickman, right side, strung out, dropped for no gain in the play. And let's go to our scoreboard update, brought to you by Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Figueroa. 42-0 still. Marshall over Shreveport. Tyler Lee in Texas High, 0-0. Pine Tree leads Palestine 27-0. Hallsville over Jefferson. These are halftime scores unless we know it otherwise. Chapel Hill leads Kilgore 12-7. Carthage over Nacogdoches 14-10. Tatum leading 12-6, I believe that is, over Dangerfield. White Oak leads Mineola 7-6. Arkansas High over Liberty Ilo 13-0. Beckville leads Elysian Fields by a 21-14 margin. Here's the carry. Handoff in the middle. Thomas for a couple. Diving
Defensive
straight
ends.
forward.
Yeah, defensive ends were in on the play. Corey Spoon, David Johnson.
That was Hickman carrying the ball to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 3. It'll be second down 7. So now the power running game of A.Maceo Smith coming into play here in the third quarter as A.Maceo Smith leads by 4, 14-10.
They came off the ball that time and has some pretty good momentum going, I tell you.
Wyatt wide to the right, to the near side. Comes Beasley.
Need to stop him here on third down, make him kick the football.
3rd and 7. Markeith Ward under center. Pitch back right side. Hickman wants to throw. Now he'll run. He's got room to the 40, to the 38-yard line and drop short of the first down. And now, if you're A.Maceo Smith, I'll bet you go for it on 4th.
Good job over there by McElroy as he was not fooled on that halfback attempt pass. He went back and covered the receiver real well and made him kick the ball.
Sure did,
Charlie. Made him run the ball.
Sure did.
Well,
that was scary, them running it.
Looks like they're going to punt it. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
Yeah, if he can get away and kick it down around the 20 or inside the 20, it's a lot better field position. They got the lead, so.
Well, let's see.
They're playing good defense.
Looks like it's going to be a punt. Henderson has nobody deep. And we've got a penalty flag against A.Maceo Smith as the lineman on the near side put his hand down just at the time of the snap, and that'll be 5 yards. It'll back it up. Be 4th and 7, back to the 43.
The coach ran on the field and told the punter, he said, kick out of bounds on about the 5.
Is that what he told him?
Uh-huh.
Did you read his lips,
I
Charlie?
read his lips. Said, kick out of bounds on about the 5.
Okay, Simpson is going to drop back this time. 4:05 to go, third quarter, clock stop. Penalty marked off against A.Maceo Smith, so it'll be 4th and about 7 or 8.
Now we got a little better chance of a run back here as he's going to be kicking back in our end of the field, so maybe we get a return.
Nope. Punter from his own 46-yard line. Clean snap, no serious rush. Gets it up. Simpson takes it at the 13, and he put his knee down. Oh.
You know, a while ago, that roughing the punter's what set up that touchdown, wasn't it?
Did.
They went on down and took advantage of it.
Sure did.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line of Henderson. The Lions take over the football. 3:54, third quarter. Henderson trails Nacogdoches. Excuse me, what did I just say? Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith by a score of 14-10.
Now the rain's coming in, men.
Yes, sir.
Henderson trailed 6-3 at the half. After the opening kickoff, Henderson was ahead by a 10-6 margin, but then A.Maceo Smith answered. Here comes 1st and 10, Henderson, from the Lions' 13-yard line. In motion, do we have no penalty flag? Nope. But in Kenyatta Neal is going to be dropped for a loss.
Now that was a sharp motion. Fullback went in and laid block, but they just made a great tackle on Neal.
Great defensive play.
Kenyatta tackled inside the 10.
We're just not blocking them real good, people.
No, sir. Certainly not.
Back to the 8-yard line. Loss of 5. It'll be second down and 15 at that point. More scores to update you into the third quarter, and we'll do that after this next play. Henderson needs to get it going. 3:18, clock running, third quarter. Reggie Arnett wide to the left, comes in motion back to the near side of the field. Simpson with the ball, hands off Kenyatta Neal. He comes to the 10, to the 15, driven out of bounds about the 16-yard line. Our scoreboard update brought to you by Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Figueri of Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic. No score, Lake Highlands and Longview in the third. 49-7 now Marshall leads. Pine Tree 27-7 over Palestine in the third. Also in the third, Carthage leads Nacogdoches 21-10. At the half, Tatum over Dangerfield 12-6. Final, Troop beats Carlisle. Is that at the half? Called at the half. 18-0. Troop leading Carlisle. Here comes Henderson, looking now at third down and about 8. Penalty flags go down. Back goes Simpson to throw. Has Holman wide open on this side. Incomplete.
Good pass.
Good pass.
He was open as the ball was thrown and then covered by the time it got there.
That's what I was going to say. Better coverage. Good coverage.
See the penalty flag. We'll see what that's all about.
I think we were in motion.
Offside
against.
They
were offside. Good.
A.Maceo Smith, so it'll be third down advance at 5, and it's going to be third and about 3. Against offside against A.Maceo Smith. Moves the ball out to the 21-yard line. That's going to be third down about 3. Really makes it a little more options. Did I give these scores? I forget. 21-10, Carthage over Nacogdoches?
Yes, you did.
All right, good. Where we be?
And Carlisle called their game, huh?
Carlisle and Troop.
At the half.
Carlisle probably leading, weren't they?
Arnett wide to the right side. Far side, Pat Brown. 3rd and 3. Davis, the fullback. Pitch back, Kenyatta Neal, right side, looking for some room. He's got the first down at the 25 to the 26-yard line, so Neal picks up the first and keeps the drive alive for Henderson.
Yeah, that's a big statement. Kept that drive alive. We needed that right there. We don't want to be kicking down there again. So that's a big first down. It gives us a new set of downs and new life here as the clock keeps running. It's raining, not real hard, but yeah, just enough to
get the umbrellas out. The people remaining.
Cover the ball up out there before the ball snapped.
Arnett and Brown go wide left. Davis, the fullback. Garland, the tailback. Set him down. Hand off. Davis up the middle. Fights forward to the 30-yard line.
Charlie, we're just not creating those big creases that we need to create in here to give them a little running room. They're having to just run up in there and run into the backs of people.
We really are, Bobby.
They're big people in the front
and they're quick, you know, on defense, and we're just not moving them very well. And they, as you said, and that's one of the better plays we've had right there.
Chris Davis comes off. Jason Raines back in now as the fullback. Simpson under center. Pitch back left side. Garland wants some room to the 35-yard line. Nice carry left side.
They moved the big ball over nose guard now.
Yes, they have.
It's going to be third down, about 2, 3. Dorsey says 3. Nah, Dale, it's only 2.
That's right.
Minute 8 to go in the third quarter. Henderson trails A.Maceo Smith 14-10. The ball at the 34 of Henderson. Third and about 2. Raines the fullback, Garland the tailback. Pitch back left side. Garland looking for first down yardage. Is going to be close. Ooh, but I think he's short.
Don't believe he got it.
I don't think so. They're going to stop the clock and take a look at this one.
We're going to go for it.
Going to go for 4th and short. Kenyatta Neal back in the ball game. Chris Davis back in. Remembering the chains on and measure. Let's see if we can see through A.Maceo Smith.
We're going to be about a half a yard short.
Well, it's inches. No, it is a first down. Nose of the football.
We'll take it.
They measured this one, so this time Coach James Blackwell of A.Maceo Smith certainly not going to complain.
I think Coach Alexander knew something we didn't know, Jim.
He knows a lot of things I don't know. I'm telling you.
I'm talking about that particular play right there, that particular spot.
Okay, Henderson started this drive with 3:54 to go in the third at their own 13. Have moved it out 1st and 10 at the 36. I may have said the 26. At the 36 of Henderson. Wide outs each way. With the ball. Handoff in the backfield. Neal is dropped for a loss as about 3 or 4 gray jerseys were there about the same time Simpson handed him the football. Wow.
They just blew through there. Just literally blew through there and didn't leave any place to go.
That's going to probably be the last play of this third quarter. We've got about 18 seconds. We'll see if Henderson just waits or what. Now we'll see. We're coming to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Ball back at the 31. We're at 2nd and 15. Let's see if they get the play off before the game clock expires. We do. Back goes Simpson to throw. Looking across the middle for Pat Brown. Pat, tipped away again. Excellent defensive play by guess who? Markeith Ward, the quarterback. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score is 14-10 in favor of the Falcons.
In the hands of 3 different insurance agents, your home, auto, and life policies could end up full of holes. But call a Farmers Insurance agent for a farmers-friendly review, and one agent will bring all your policies together, get rid of gaps, and help trim costs. So if you're with more than one company, cut it out. America can depend on Farmers for home, auto, and life.
You can depend on Farmers Insurance Group and agent Tony Martin at 703 South Main. Call 657-7564. The law offices of Welborn, Houston, Atkinson, Mann, Sadler, and Hill at 300 West Main wish the best of luck on the field and in the classroom to all Henderson students and faculty during the 96 school year.
We have played 3 quarters, and Henderson finds themselves down 14-10 to A.Maceo Smith, and looking at 3rd down and long at the 31-yard line, 3rd and 15 at that point.
A.Maceo Smith has not made any mistakes this half. I tell you, they hadn't given us anything. Everything we've gotten, we had to work real hard for it.
And it came in one big play as far as score. Kenyatta Neal's touchdown run of the opening kickoff of the second half. Davis, the fullback, Neal, the tailback. In motion, Reggie Arnett away to the far side, wide side of the field. Simpson to throw. Has some time. Now runs away from pressure. Gets to the outside. It is dropped for a loss back at the 22. Simpson has simply not had time to throw the football tonight.
Well, he got flushed out of the pocket that time.
Wow. Back to the 21. Loss of 10. It'll be 4th and 25.
I'm fixing to try to kick this thing out of there.
And that drive went backwards. A light rain falling here at Lions Stadium. And a little more than a mist. Few Fender Henderson fans have hung on. Those that brought their umbrellas or their rain gear. Punt time. Daniel Wells will punt. A.Maceo Smith sends Beasley, one of those, back deep. And Wyatt is the other one. They stand at their own 43-yard line. A little low on the snap, but Daniel Wells gets it up. Pretty high punt, not real long. Beasley going to let it bounce. It takes a good Henderson roll, goes out of bounds at the A.Maceo Smith 44-yard line.
Well, that was a good punt. It got us, we're at least in pretty good field position right now. We can hold them right here. We're still in the ball game now. You know, we're just down by 4. But we need to shut them down here pretty quick like and take control offensively.
A.Maceo Smith had answered Henderson's big touchdown run to open the half with a drive of their own for a score. This is a whole lot different A.Maceo Smith team than we've seen in the past. And a timeout called by A.Maceo Smith with a score. Falcons 14, Henderson 10.
Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic, formerly East Texas Orthopedic Associates, is pleased to announce a new name and a new associate. Dr. Roger C. Sessions, well known for over 8 years of practice in Henderson and East Texas in general orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, arthroscopic surgery, and total joint replacement, now welcomes a new associate, Dr. Sean M. Fagari, to Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic at 612 North High Street in Henderson, offering the community complete orthopedic medical treatment. Dr. Roger C. Sessions and Dr. Sean M. Fagari at Dogwood Orthopedic Clinic back the Henderson Lions.
East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated serves 11 East Texas counties with 21 exchanges and over 25,000 customers. In fact, East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated is the largest telephone cooperative in Texas, providing rural telephone service to many East Texas communities. As our Rusk County students strive for continued success in all activities, East Tex Telephone Cooperative Incorporated wishes them the very best of luck.
Timeout was called by A.Maceo Smith. They have the football 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Plus, they have a lead, 14-10 over Henderson. 10:55 to go here in the 3rd. A.Maceo Smith at the line of scrimmage has Dixon wide to the right, another man to the left in the eye. Handoff, Hickman in the middle. No running room this time. Will get about a yard and then be driven back.
Boy, great defense that time.
2nd down and 9. Let's call it the 45.
Boy, Marcus Hollins is holding on for dear life. Well, he said, give me some help. They got it. Oh, he got a little cramp.
He's getting a cramp.
Yep. There's no doubt. Marcus Hollins, the cramp in the right leg, and you can tell the way somebody walks it. All those things hurt. Oh.
No, they do.
Yeah.
Feel like your leg coming off.
You know, and they'll go away, and they have this insistence in wanting to come back.
Boy, he's just fatigued. He's out of his body fluids. They're all drained out of him, and the muscles are just cramping up.
Jeremy Blanton is going to go in at linebacker in place of Marcus.
He's up. They'll help him off the field and work out the cramp. Go on from there. Second down 9 at the 45-yard line. A.Maceo Smith, the clock now working in their favor as they lead by 4, 14-10. Wyatt to the near side, far side Dixon. Thomas, Hickman, the running backs, in the eye. Handoff Hickman, left side. Stutters gets outside. Ooh. At the 50, the 45. Penalty flag down. He's down the far sidelines and driven out of bounds. We have a penalty flag back to the line of scrimmage. Let's wait and see what that's all about. But a big run to the left side. He's trying to come up the middle. It was cut off. Hickman just cut back to the outside and went on down to the 30-yard line. Well, let's see if this play comes back. Holding against the Falcons, and it will come back.
Charlie, we shut him down there in the middle that time, and he just has enough speed.
He bounced out,
up in there, he bounced out and outran us for a little while.
Well, this one, though, will be called back. Now, Henderson had a touchdown call back in the first half of the ball game.
Damon Reddick was able to run him down, but my word, he got some yardage that time.
The penalty flag will move it back to the 35-yard line.
Holding is a call against the Falcons.
Against the Falcons. Holding will be second down, about 20. At the 35-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. 10-10 to go in the ball game. Falcons lead 14-10. They set it up again. Ward, the quarterback. Hand off this side. This time Hickman is dropped for a loss of about a yard.
Avis Sanders. Good play, good tackle.
Back to the 34-yard line, a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 21. Henderson defense needs to hold here. Give the offense a chance back at the football here.
Well, we need that fumble you call for him.
Yeah, they hadn't fumbled since the first part of the ball game.
Call it.
Okay, I'm going to think fumble in this play then because
they have executed very well.
They sure have. They've worked hard this week on holding football, but we need to jar it loose one time here. It's been a long time since they've turned it over to us.
Thomas and Hickman behind Ward at the eye, wide outs each side. 3rd down and forever. Hand off Hickman, left side, dropped in the backfield.
Matt Dennard got through that time and did trip him up. Good job, Matt Dennard.
4th down until tomorrow.
Did a good job of holding football because Matt met up in him pretty quick.
Yeah, he did.
At the 32, a loss of 2. So it's about 23. And it's punt time. Bob Fellows on. Simpson and Arnett are the 2 deep men.
Well, let's run one back. We ran a kickoff back, and let's run a punt back. That's all we can't seem to score from scrimmage.
Let's see if we can have a bad snap or something. How would that work?
That sounds good.
4th and 23. Punt time. Bob Fellows stands at his 21. Little low, but he gets it up. Gets it off. It to be taken on the bounce by Arnett at the 35. 40 with some room. 45. 50. On his feet to the 45.
Face mask. I didn't see it.
And it was not called on the near sideline, but it is a good run back into A.Maceo Smith territory at about the 43.
Here we go.
He sure got it.
1st and 10, the 43 of A.Maceo Smith. The Lions with good field position.
Good run, Reggie.
8:29 to go here in the ball game. Henderson trails 14-10.
Here we go, Lions. Let's go. They just have good, steady offensive plays, getting that 4 yards every time. Take us right on down, put us in the end zone.
That's been our trouble. We haven't been able to consistently get that 4 yard, Bobby, but now's a good time to do it, isn't it?
Garland is the tailback, Simpson the fullback, 1 man wide to the right side, Pat Brown. Tight ends as Simpson sets him down. With the ball on the option, keeps it to the 40, inside the 40 to the 38.
We'll take that 4 yards, won't we?
Nice opening play. They'll spot it at the 39. I call it the 38 to pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
I think that's going to be our game plan, is take it and try to go run down their throat this time and use the 4 downs to make the 1st down. I'd look for us to run every down. Maybe mix in a pass after a good running play, maybe just to keep them honest.
Arnett wide to the right side of the field. Handoff, Garland in the backfield
No
in trouble,
place to
going to
go.
be dropped for a loss.
Oh,
You're
that's
right,
good.
Charlie. Nowhere to go at
That's
all.
good defense there, I tell you. It looked like Henderson defense, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Third down and a loss all the way back to the 44.
Now we've got to throw it.
We don't have a choice here.
The 3rd and 12.
Charlie, you know, they have some players. You know, we keep saying much improved, but they really, really are.
7:23 clock runs. Henderson trails 14-10. And Henderson looks at a 3rd and 12. See if Henderson goes to the air. Stovall is the quarterback. Simpson wide to the left, Brown to the right. With the ball, Stovall back, rolls to his right, now looks forward, throws it incomplete over the head of Simpson at the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Well, we got to kick it.
We're going to punt it.
We got to kick it because we got 7 minutes and 2 seconds. We've got to kick the football and play defense again, and because you don't want to give them the football right there.
So it'll be 4th and 12 at the 44-yard line of Henderson, as a light, very light rain continues to fall. The heavy lightning that was in the area has seemed to move away, perhaps to the north. Here's Daniel Wells to punt. Wyatt goes back deep along with Beasley. Low snap, but he gets it up. Wells, low punt, right side, takes a bounce. Let's see if it'll get to the end zone. It will, which is unfortunate, really, for Henderson. It'll come back out, and A.Maceo Smith will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20 on the scoreboard. 6:54 to go in the ball game. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 14-10.
Daniel Wells did a good job that time maintaining his composure and catching the ball, Charlie, coming up with it and at least getting the ball off. And of course, it went in the end zone. We'd like for it to go down to about the 1 and stopped, but that was a good job by Daniel. Our defense right now, come on, defense, let's shut them down, cause a fumble, make something big happen right here for us.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of A.Maceo Smith. The Falcons with the football. And the lead of 4, 14-10. Here come the Falcons to the line of scrimmage. Thomas and Hickman behind Ward, wide outs each side. I don't expect to see them go to the air. In the backfield, they pitch it to the outside to Hickman. Hickman is going to be dropped for a loss back inside the 15.
Boy, he's dangerous. He got by with something that time by pitching the ball so late. Did a good job. That's dangerous.
Ward was in the grasp of a couple of folks when he pitched it backwards. Got it to Hickman, a loss, but he still maintained possession.
Reminds their coach aged about 3 years on that pitch.
He really did. That was just good defense on our part. Got in there. We interrupted their option. We caused a wreck, and they had to make an adjustment, and it was a bad choice on their part.
Loss back to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 16. Okay, we have a I formation, strong right, Kenneth Beasley in the lineup. Handoff, tailback Hickman this side. A little running room as he gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line, but it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Lined up in a power I. We're just going to try to just run some type of little sweep over here, weren't they?
It's a power I, just a handoff sweep with a end over, tight end over. There's a goal line offense right there.
And that's probably a wise play.
Right.
3rd and 14 at the 16-yard line. Here comes A.Maceo Smith. High formation, strong right. Beasley and Thomas are the up men in front of Hickman. Markeith Ward takes it, rolls left, has it on his hip. He runs with the football. He got the defenders out in front. He's being dropped for a gain of a couple. It'll bring up 4th and about 10.
Get away from him, Corey.
So it'll be punt time. Let's see if Henderson can come out with good field position. Reggie Arnett and Simpson come on.
Yeah.
And it'll be punt time. Bob Fellows.
Looks like
drop back.
Keelan may be holding the shoulder a little bit there.
We should get good field position here if we can field this punt, because they're going to kick it away to us.
Call for that bad snap.
Well, he's going to kick it bad. He's going to shank it.
Okay.
That'd be fine. Clean snap, no serious rush. It's way high. Fair catch is called for by Arnett. Ooh, he made the catch at the 43-yard line and covered it. At the 48-yard line and covered it.
Well, good defense. We held them, did what we were supposed to, and let's crank it up, offense.
We've got a 4:35. It's getting serious time now, folks. It's time to put up or shut up.
4:35 to go in the football game. Henderson has the ball. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of A.Maceo Smith.
Well, the fans we got here are kind of coming alive. I tell you, the ones that stay with us are making some noise down here. They know it's just about the last try, so we've got to do something. We got Simpson at wide receiver again.
Stovall is a quarterback. With the ball, handoff into the middle, here to the 40, to the 35, to the 34-yard line. Kenyatta Neal, the ball carrier. 1st and 10, Henderson.
He decided he wasn't going to try to cut that time, and he just lowered his head and picked up some yardage.
And he got a good block at the point of attack.
Yes, he did.
Good block at the point of attack.
Down to the 34-yard line of A.Maceo Smith, plus 14 for number 21. Here we go again. Stovall remains at quarterback. Simpson wide to the left side. Stovall hands off Neal in the backfield. Penalty flag down.
Got a holding.
And we got a holding against Henderson. Now we're going to have a face mask call against A.Maceo Smith. And I think we're going to have offsets.
I hope.
The officials talk it over.
Bobby, you think we got a lot of car listeners over there?
I bet we do. Reckon they'd honk their horn.
Holding against Henderson, face mask against A.Maceo Smith. Offsetting penalties. We're going to do 1st and 10 all over again.
You hear any car horns?
If you listen near the stadium, honk your horn. Yeah, I heard one.
1st and 10, Henderson. We're going to do it all over again. Pat Brown out of the lineup. Kenyatta Neal will be the tailback. Simpson comes wide to the left. Stovall is the quarterback. Arnett goes wide to the right side. 1st and 10, 34 of A.Maceo Smith, more like the 35, really. The ball rests just over. Quick drop, quick throw. Simpson at the 30. Has the catch to the 25-yard line. Very close, but not quite a first down.
Not quite. Well, I wish it was, so it'd stop that clock.
Excellent throw there by John Stovall, our sophomore quarterback, who's showing some poise here. And really raised up to hit Charles on a little quick hitch route, and Charles made a good run. It's going to be 2nd and short.
2nd and less than 1 at the 25. This is a nice place to go for a big play if you're going to do it. Pat Brown wide right, near side Simpson. Stovall at quarterback. Stovall, handoff Neal with room to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Inside that, down to about the 9. They'll spot it at the 10.
Real smart there, Brantley. That guy was trying to get
good job.
Yeah, Wyatt well, we'll stay out of that.
Trying to get Brantley to get a penalty, and Brantley said, "I'm not doing anything, just blocking, son."
He held his hands up.
Did a good job.
Yep.
I don't know if we got 1st and goal quite or not. Let's see. Yes, we do. At the 10.
Oh.
We
Not
need
as tough a
these.
place to get it as you're going to get
That's
it.
as
1st
tough
and
as you
goal
can get.
at the 10. Plus 15 Neal.
Field goal won't win it. We've got to have a touchdown. Down by 4.
Kenyatta Neal. I formation, strong right. Henderson sets him down. Simpson's back at quarterback. Runs
busted play.
Busted play. Ran into Jason Raines and a loss of a couple on 1st down. That hurts. 2nd down goal on the clock. 3:14 clock running. Why did I say that again?
I don't know.
A.Maceo Smith leads 14-10. Henderson has the ball, 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line. A loss of 1. The official is holding the ball under a towel until they actually come to the line of scrimmage. Lone running back, Kenyatta Neal. Arnett wide right, Simpson to the left. Stovall now is the quarterback. See if they try to go to Simpson again. Stovall, handoff Neal. Nowhere to run. He's dropped at the 15. Absolutely nowhere for Neal to run. 3rd and goal. We're back at the 15.
Down to 2:35 in 3rd down and goal. So
Henderson's got
now or never.
2 plays to make 15 yards. That's as simple as it gets.
That's just about as plain as it can be.
That 2-point conversion was a big one a while ago, man.
Oh,
big
wasn't
one.
It would be 12 and 10, where a field goal would win it now. It's going to take a touchdown. So we've got to put the ball in the end zone some way. Stovall will range a quarterback.
Simpson wide to the left, Brown to the right. Timeout called with a score 14-10, favor of the Falcons.
Stop into Premier Ford Mercury, and you'll realize you were born to save money on America's favorite, the all-new 96 Taurus. Get big savings on new 96 Ford Contours, Escorts, Aspires. In fact, save on the complete 96 Ford lineup. Premier Ford Mercury can put you in the car or truck of your dreams at a payment plan to fit just about any budget. Premier Ford Mercury on Highway 79 South in Henderson, Texas. Yeah, they'll give you a deal that's the sweet as honey and make you feel like you were born to save money. Premier Ford Mercury.
At Larry Roy Incorporated, your 360 communications cellular dealer. With a new line of cellular service, you get free activation, a $30 value, 1 month of unlimited airtime free, and free roadside assistance for 3 months. Sign up for the economy plan and pay only $17.95, save $5 per month. Come by Larry Roy Incorporated at 304 Highway 79 South in Henderson, your authorized 360 communications dealer for complete cellular telephone service. The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore is proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ in and around Henderson. The House of Prayer Christian Bookstore has a wide selection of books and gift items. Their expanded video and music department includes the latest Christian videos, cassettes, and compact discs. Lift someone's spirit from a large assortment of cards that express your sincere feelings. And of course, a large selection of Bibles. Remember the House of Prayer Christian Bookstore, providing caring assistance for your spiritual needs. Donald and Evelyn Maddox, owners.
Here's the situation. A.Maceo Smith leads Henderson 14-10. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left in the ball game. Henderson is looking at 3rd and goal at the 15-yard line. Brown wide right, Simpson wide left, Stovall the quarterback, Davis the fullback, Neal the tailback. With the ball, Stovall drops back, looking to throw, has Brantley in and out of his hands at about the 3-yard line. Brantley Jackson, it'll come down to this, 4th and goal at the 15.
Or just a half a step.
It's got to be thrown in the end zone. 2:05, clock stops.
We have seen that several times tonight, though.
Yeah, we have. Our cheerleaders came down and they hadn't stopped. They're really behind this team and the fans here. They get them going, and let's give them credit for staying out in this rain and hollering for these lines. We'll get it down to the last play here, so we got to get it, Lions.
4th and goal at the 15. Arnett wide right, Simpson wide left. This pass has got to be in the end zone. Here comes the pressure. Lob it for Simpson in the corner. Knocked down. No penalty flag comes down. A penalty flag comes down in the end zone.
And A.Maceo Smith, coach, is really mad on the field. I tell you, he's out there. You can't blame him. It's hard to say.
He's out there for his team.
Yeah, that's.
A.Maceo Smith, the penalty flag thrown in the end zone. The pass was incomplete. Pass interference against A.Maceo Smith.
That's a close call.
Whoa. Two minutes to go, even in the ball game.
That's an automatic first down to 1, I believe.
Well,
you know, they can see this next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, 7 o'clock on Henderson Cable Channel 10.
Yep.
They had him covered real well. He made a judgment that he bumped him and kept him getting to the football, and that's what you got to live with.
1st and goal, Henderson at the, we're going to call it the 2-yard line after the pass interference. And the Lions put it in. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. I formation, strong right. Stovall remains a quarterback. Handoff left side, Davis fighting to the 1. He did not get in.
We've got to put the ball in the end zone.
53. 2nd down goal.
Do we have 2 timeouts left?
I think we do. I think we do.
The ball at the 1-yard line. 1:40 to go, clock running. Henderson has the ball. 2nd and goal at the 1 of A.Maceo Smith, trailing 14-10. Stovall is the quarterback.
Running harder.
2nd and goal at the 1. Jumping around by the defense of A.Maceo Smith. Handoff right side, Davis. Did he get there?
No.
No, he did not, they say. He is still short. It is 3rd and goal at the half-yard line. 1:14 to go in the ball game. Stovall comes over, gets a play from Dennis Alexander, and goes back out.
Well,
down to a minute.
Give credit where credit's due.
They're playing.
They are playing tough defense.
At the half-yard line. A.Maceo Smith after the pass interference in the end zone. Gave Henderson the ball, 1st and goal at the 2. I formation, strong right. Stovall the quarterback. 3rd and goal inside the 1. Handoff left side, touchdown, Henderson Lions. Chris Davis got there. Chris Davis from a yard out, and half a yard out, and the Lions have a lead.
Well, they ran it 2 times right over our right tackle. Just boom, boom, and then he came right this time. I couldn't tell if he reversed out, Charlie.
He did. He
reversed out and handed it over the left tackle.
He did. Sure did.
That's Coach Alexander. I'm telling you, he set it up. Is what it boils down to.
Daniel Wells on to try the extra point. It's 16-14. Henderson now leads by 2 with 45 seconds to go. What a call in the end zone.
I tell you, he really threw the ball pretty while ago. Stovall did. He gave Charles a chance. They had him blocked out and then pushed him, but it was a well-thrown football.
Here's Wells to try the extra point. Martine to hold. Bobble it, got it up and on the way, and good. With the timeout on the field, our score, Henderson 17, A.Maceo Smith 14.
Way to go, Daniel!
When conditions are less than ideal, the Chevy Blazer with the exclusive driver control system helps conquer most driving situations, including the most brutal place on the planet, your wallet. It's the Chevy Blazer model year-end event. Right now, you can get $12.50 cash back on a new 96 Blazer or enjoy some great GMAC Smart Buy offers.
See Smith Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac, Highway 79 in East Main on the saving side of the street in Henderson.
Senator Bill Ratliff and Representative Paul Sadler.
I see an awakening of the public in our state and all across this nation to the needs of education.
When our state Senator Bill Ratliff and I were charged with totally rewriting Texas education, the issue was never partisan politics, even though he's a Republican and I'm a Democrat. Both Senator Ratliff and I had only one concern, to do what's right for the people and children of Texas, and that's too important for partisan politics.
Oh my, hello, with 45 seconds left in the ball game. Henderson has taken a lead at 17-14 on a half-yard run by Chris Davis. The big call, a pass interference call in the end zone against A.Maceo Smith, set the ball up 1st and goal at the 3. After Henderson was looking at 4th and goal at the 15. See if Wells' boot sits along the ground or what. 45 seconds, you don't want to have anybody break one loose. And this one is going to be just kind of bobbing along the ground. It's picked up at the 25, to the 30, to the 35-yard line, and that's where the ball carrier will be pushed back. A.Maceo Smith will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Falcons with 37 seconds to go. Henderson leading 17-14. Let's see if the Falcons go to the air.
Boy, I tell you what, A.Maceo Smith came to Henderson tonight.
Yeah.
They came to play, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
This is a whole different ball club than we've seen in the past.
We got to be careful. We don't slip down and let somebody get behind us or something. That's what you got to be afraid of, something like this.
37 ticks left. A.Maceo Smith sends 2 wide receivers to this side. In the slot is Verdell, Wyatt outside of him. New quarterback in there for the A.Maceo Smith Falcons. That's Morris Dade. He's going to throw, pressure outside. He will not get it thrown. He'll be dropped back at the 30-yard line.
Avis Sanders. Avis came to play tonight, too.
I believe he did.
He and Corey Spoon were in there.
Loss of 5, clock down to 22 seconds. I think A.Maceo Smith's out of timeouts, aren't they?
I think so.
I think you're right. 15, 14.
Down to 14, 12. Henderson leads by 3, 17-14. A.Maceo Smith is confused. They got more people than they know what to do on the field. 4, 3. Maceo Smith gets a play off. It's all or nothing. Penalty flag goes down. Incomplete, but let's wait and see what the penalty flag's about. You cannot end the ball game on a defensive penalty.
I think their offense is in motion now. But
okay. I think, let's see, as the referee will come over and face us. A legal procedure against A.Maceo Smith declined. And this ball game, she be history. The final score, Henderson 17, A.Maceo Smith 14.
At Boral Bricks, we understand people's taste. Whatever your need, whatever color, whatever style, we have just what you want. Because at Boral Bricks, we've known all along that it's more than just a brick. It's the home of your dreams. Just call 1-800-5-BORAL-5 to receive a free brochure and the location of the showroom nearest you. Boral Bricks, a solid decision to build your dreams on.
Need a new mattress? Buy a Serta Perfect Sleeper.
Sleep Gallery Plus, 1 block west of the Star in Henderson, where beautiful mornings begin with a great night's sleep.
We're back as the Henderson Lions have defeated the A.Maceo Smith Falcons by a final score of 17-14, but it didn't happen until the last 45 seconds of the ball game. A pass interference. Henderson was looking at fourth and goal at the 15. And Stovall throws a pass intended for Simpson in the corner of the end zone. He was double covered. One defender in good position. The other ran into Simpson. The penalty flag went down. Henderson had the ball, first and goal at the 2, and was able to get it in on 3rd and goal at the half. Big night for Henderson and a tough loss for A.Maceo Smith, but Henderson hung in. Charlie?
I think you can sum it up in one sentence. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the win every time, Charlie. You know, Coach Alexander can probably, and I was thinking about this earlier, Jim, when you brought us on tonight, and you talked about against Palestine, a laugher of 54-0. You know, guys, it would be very difficult to make something good out of getting beat 54-0. This right here, I promise you, Coach Alexander will make something good out of this. It wasn't a great win like we wanted, but he'll use this right here to get us just further on down the road. You know, we're looking at the 10th game of the year. You know, we're preparing to win the district championship. This game right here will be important because he'll use this.
Yeah.
We experimented, we threw the ball a lot, worked on our pass routes, worked on our throwing, worked on our pass protection. Our defense really played good. You know, I don't know what the total yards were, but, you know, we didn't give up much. Our defense, again, played excellent. And our offense sputtered, but they were tough. They were tough to block, and we just step off on our passing game. But maybe next time with this work tonight, we'll get those passes.
Yeah, they fooled me. I really thought that there would come a point in time to where, because of their numbers and actually because of their size, and of course, Charlie, you talked about the humidity in East Texas, I thought fatigue would set in, but it didn't.
No, A.Maceo Smith
they're for real. In the Metroplex, they're going to win a lot of games.
They really are.
They're a whole lot different ball club than we've seen in the 3 years that we've seen them come in here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back. We'll have some final comments after this timeout.
Every American Standard air conditioner must endure literally hundreds of inspections before being permitted to leave the factory. And if any little thing is less than perfect, well, we have ways of dealing with troublemakers. Built to a higher standard, American Standard.
Replace your old air conditioner with a reliable American Standard system from Simmons Air Conditioning and Heating in Henderson, and ask about a free 10-year parts and labor warranty.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Lehman. You know, for many seniors, cataract surgery is the closest thing to a miracle they have ever experienced. Here at the Lehman Eye Center, thanks to an advanced cataract procedure using no sutures and no shots, many of our patients are enjoying almost instant visual recovery with virtually no physical restrictions.
Call Lehman Eye Center today about quick vision cataract surgery. Lehman Eye Center, the clear choice for clear vision.
On the year for the Henderson Lions on the road to Mount Pleasant. We'll see you there. You can watch this ball game and see that call in the end zone. Look at it for yourself on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night on Henderson Cable Channel 10, beginning at 7 o'clock each and every evening, and hope that that'll work. Want to say thank you to Alan Mayton, keeping stats here tonight. Bob Ellis back at the studios, as always, an excellent job keeping me straight, pushing the buttons and knobs and getting all of that stuff done right. So for Charlie Franklin, Bobby Briscoe, I'm Jim Wallace. This has been a live sports presentation of KGRI-FM.